Yeah. That shit was crazy.
Boy cow cheese on the nips? Pause. Come on, man.
Yo,
come on, son.
That's a different level of like, I don't even know how you conceive that.
Hey,
son,
wait,
You just made that up?
Yo,
He made
He's
that
the
up.
only one that's ever thought of that.
Yeah,
It has
nah,
to be.
nah.
to be
Bust
mad.
off and then bring that. And then apply that.
Yo,
Like,
what?
nigga,
I
he's
want
a
to be
mad
this.
scientist. That nigga's a mad scientist. He just made that shit up.
No,
Yo, bust
he's
off
not.
and then bring that over here.
Yo,
Yo, to be upset that there's no let off, like, nah, where's it at?
Yeah, nah, I need proof.
Where's it at?
I need the receipt.
Dog,
Where's that?
nah, go back.
Where you let it off at then?
and the
Bring
wild
it
part,
back.
Right here?
I bet you Puff don't think he gay.
Yo.
Nah, it's just a bust off, baby.
It's not
Nah,
gay,
it's just a
eh?
bust off, baby.
She rubbed it on. It was alright.
Genius. Sound. What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought? Huh? What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought? Huh? If you could change your thoughts, you could change the world. So much more to life than chasing diamonds, gold, and pearls. Lately it's been debated that maybe I am the greatest. I'm joking, there's no debate. You can't ignore the great. See, I'ma switch the world up with my 15 seconds.
Picture on what you
The locker.
Oh man.
GP.
Yo, that is crazy.
Oh man. Welcome back to What You Thought, the funniest podcast on the planet. Get in tune with us. We hitting the road.
Express is moving.
Washington, D.C., June 13th, Pearl Street Warehouse.
You heard?
Hey.
Then we in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
You heard?
The Middle East, June 19th.
Yeah.
Then we going to Atlanta where the players play. July 13th, out 5.
You heard?
We in the building.
Clean up on all five.
Then we go to Chicago. Keep the shiesties, no shiesties allowed in the spot. August 23rd.
We gotta, who do we check in with?
Word.
We gotta check in.
Nobody.
Yeah, is anybody left?
We got
We gotta check in. And somebody
Nah,
plays-
'cause
I already got.
I don't mean it that way, man.
I already got security in
That nigga
Chicago
not
though.
from 63rd, my nigga.
Yeah.
You not from 63rd at all.
I'm laying around in them.
That was
Gotta check in Chicago.
Yeah. We there. We be in Chicago, August 23rd.
I'm going out when we get to Chocolate City though.
Yikes.
Going out when we get to
That's DC.
DC is Chocolate City.
about to say,
DC
y'all
is Chocolate City.
Not chocolate, it's noodle, baby.
That's a whole different DNC.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a different. That's a different flick.
brotherly love.
Nah,
so
D-
pause, that shit is wild. Y'all
Yeah. Nah, DC is Chocolate City.
better chill.
Shout out to DC.
Yo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
If you don't know our names by now, I'm Darnell.
Express is moving.
We got Amar, a.k.a. John Jacobs. You're going to have a Schmidt in the building.
What's going on?
I'm mad regular today.
With the best sneakers he owns on.
I mean, I'll take it. I guess.
You're mad regular.
What did your shirt say today?
Make love, not war.
In a room full of.
I mean, it's not to y'all.
Yo, hold on. What it say at the bottom? Fuck. Pause. You see that?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
cursive.
What?
Shit.
It actually says FC UK.
Oh. My nigga, it's not
What?
a girl in sight.
It's FC UK.
It's not a woman within a mile radius.
He
Women-
just said it
women
says Fuck. He
watch.
said no, it says F-U-C-K.
No, FC.
UK.
FC
Oh,
UK.
Fuck. That's a fuka.
See, it's spelled different.
Yeah,
It's
fuka.
spelled different.
That means
some
that's
shit.
Different shit. It's a room full of. What you following
Listen,
me for?
women watch the pod. Women watch.
Not on camera.
They hear the pod.
What the fuck that got to do with
Women
your
hear
cotton
the
work?
pod. You never know.
Yo,
They hit a
Maybe
word
they'll
on
be
the nerve.
outside. I don't know.
This guy here.
that is different.
He's
You know, I do things before I get to the pod. I gotta get dressed before I come. Here.
On.
What were you doing before you got to the pod that you had that on? Don't
I was moving around. I was moving around. You know, I'll be outside.
We got Amar, a.k.a. Amar. Oh my God, I'm
Juicing
fucking up.
baby
You got Juwan, a.k.a. HR in the building.
Yo,
We got a special guest. We got Reg's Dominican cousin.
you heard?
Miguelito.
Primo.
Primo Miguelito.
Que lo que machito.
I know.
No black.
Hello, okay, Juanito. Just discovered Reg is half Dominican.
He's not
Salute.
my blood. He's not my
Salute.
blood cousin, man.
He's
El Nastillo.
cousin.
That's great, right? He know them people.
We got Bayi making grown man shift in the building.
Hey.
DJ Physics on the boards.
You heard?
Yeah.
Right in the building.
Fresh back.
half Dominican,
Ain't
full
going
nasty.
back.
Mr. Nasty Man Reg.
Full nasty.
Half Dominican, full nasty. That's a lot.
Niggas gotta stop calling me nasty.
That would be
this
a
week.
wrestling move.
The-
Full
nah,
nasty.
The full nasty.
Nah, with everything going on this week, I can't be
Full
associated with
nasty.
anything
Nigga
like
put his
that.
fingers in their mouth. Full nasty.
I
Nasty.
I don't associate with any of the behavior these gentlemen are describing right now.
Nah, not the full
Nigga
nasty.
took the tetanus shot after touching the red.
Nah.
That's a lot.
And we got Papiando Francisco Esteban Vasquez.
Esteban son.
Sazon.
Mijo.
You like Sazon.
No, Sazon is fire.
Dímelo, Pablo.
Sazon's fire.
Dímelo, papi.
That sounds mad regular.
That sounded crazy.
Just flowing. I really thought niggas was on the block just now. 'Cause you really like
I
that.
thought it was Reg's cousin.
Yo, is he not clearly Dominican?
No.
But they look
Exactly.
like. They can
Not
be
answered no
They
question.
more
actually
cousins
could.
But he
than-
answered.
That's the truth.
For sure.
That's a fact.
Wait,
I gotta agree.
Papiando Vasquez.
Nigga ran down on you
Where?
and hit. What was that handshake y'all niggas did? What was that?
Papiando
Amor de
Vasquez.
Amor is crazy.
Yeah, right? Like, come on.
Papiando Vasquez.
They threw the
Explain
crown up. They threw the crown. I was saying, threw the
What was
crown.
that?
Yo, that was the wildest picture ever put in that group chat.
Which one?
The Kings?
Stevenson in there?
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Let's see, Mike.
Speaking of wild shit, Tory Lanez almost lost his life this week.
Yeah,
Got stabbed
shout out
14
to
times in
Prayers
prison.
up to Tory.
Damn.
Yeah, they had to take him to outside facility.
Air
Yeah.
medevaced him to airlift him to the
Nigga got
was like
hospital.
14 times.
7 times in the torso, twice in the back of the
14
head.
total stabs.
Damn,
Yeah.
It was a Mexican nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened though?
He's bad at stabbing.
I'm saying it was on purpose.
I don't know.
You
It was
know
like
what I'm saying?
7
What
a.m.
happened
they said.
between them niggas?
I think
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if he pissed somebody off or something like that.
It was early in the
Because
morning.
I think the nigga who stabbed him might be doing like some type of life sentence.
Yeah,
so,
he's
I
on-
don't think he cares.
That's his second time or multiple assaults he's had.
Yeah, that was,
On son? On Tory?
No.
Nah,
In
just in
in
general.
while in
Oh,
prison.
he just give it up.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
all right.
serving life.
he's
Oh,
high
my
for that.
son- Yeah, my
Yeah,
son
so you
is
don't
out.
care.
Tory, at least he lived though.
Damn.
Yeah,
Kinda
he did
fire.
live.
That nigga in medical right now is talking about you gonna have to do more than just. That ain't enough, nigga. You heard? That's some gangster.
They said his
14
lungs.
joints.
Yeah, his
But
lung
both-
collapsed and everything.
both
Nah,
his lungs.
that's some
Both
fire
his
shit, son. To survive that.
Hey, both his lungs
Both
collapsed.
his
right?
lungs.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Because
trying
that's
to
a
find
little
the
ass
guy's
nigga
name.
too. Pause to be taking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 14. It's
Pause.
like,
Word
And
like-
they were saying that he
Pause.
put like
14
they.
stab wounds is that's ill.
I think they
lot.
offered to put him in protective custody, but he wanted to be in Gen Pop. So
Nah. He better go lay down now. It's about time to go chill. You feel me? If your
Nah,
lung, you know what I mean,
bro.
deflated and
Yeah,
all
that's
that.
not the
it's
spot
time to
for
go
you.
Chill. Yeah, this
like,
ain't the time.
yeah, I don't breathe. The
And a
same.
nigga
Like,
don't
yeah.
gotta really even stab you, dog. We could have just pushed you down somewhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they wanted to get you up out of there.
you could just hold his nose and mouth. And
That's crazy.
And with the same hand, though. Man, go to sleep, man. Lay down. Yo, that's
I mean,
crazy.
some of the rumors were he was in there putting money on a lot of the books of a lot of the black inmates.
Yeah.
He was kind of currying favor with a lot of the black inmates.
For protection.
Protection, just helping them, looking them out.
Yeah.
And so it was the Mexican, he was a member of a Mexican gang,
Someone was a
supposedly.
shot caller. He was, and you know what I mean?
Wait, so if he was paying for protection, where was
Where they at?
protection?
Yeah.
He wasn't necessarily paying them for protection. He
He
was,
said where they was at. That's true.
Where was
I mean,
Word.
he wasn't paying for protection. It
Because
was-
I get being stabbed once, like really quick, but like 14 times.
Oh no, you
Like,
never
that shit-
seen niggas get stabbed in prison.
14 times, like it.
Bro,
I mean,
It's quick.
hold on
I
now.
don't think it's just one.
I think most of us have not seen people get stabbed in prison.
Yeah,
in
'cause
here.
I don't know, because I was about to be like,
It's
niggas is
like, you never
niggas is
seen it.
goons.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but okay, but like, how fast is niggas being stabbed for the niggas who you're paying to protect you? Like, what's the distance?
Again, I don't think he was ever paying for protection. I think you just are talking
Okay,
a lot.
no, I understand.
Paying for friends?
Hold on. Okay,
No.
so he's paying out of the goodness of his heart.
No, he was. So part of it was, yes, he's looking out for some of the other brothers in there who maybe don't have somebody put anything on their books.
So he
For
Because he's a nice guy. Because he's a good
because
person.
he's a nice guy. I bet.
Because he's a good person. I mean,
but
he
he's a
wasn't necessarily
millionaire.
paying- Yeah.
He's a millionaire and he just enjoys spending money on
I would
people.
agree with you, Reg. There's something to that.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Again, it was
kind of
Curry.
spread around good favor and hopefully
It was
niggas
Curry
don't
in favor.
violate.
It was Curry in favor, but I don't think he ever was.
Spreading cheer.
Yeah.
Buy humbug in that motherfucker. You know what I
I
mean?
don't think he was ever expecting protection, but it was.
It was like he was getting
good
stabbed and he
favor.
was like, no, I didn't do it for that though. Y'all good. Just
hold
hold
it
it
down,
down.
hold it
Hold
down.
it down.
You start putting money in anybody's books, it's extortion time.
Yeah.
Because when people find out, oh, he just put money in anybody's books.
Yeah.
The person that don't got it, I need that now.
Yeah, but
You
it's
put
the
a-
Mexican
you
niggas
put a
that stabbed
tag
him though.
on
So
your-
I would assume he's not. He's angry about the fact that these niggas is leveling up.
Yeah.
And that's what was.
I gotta
that's
take out
exactly
the
what
threat.
the rumor is.
Or
Son
and
is yeah.
I gotta
clearly.
take out the
and
threat.
Word.
when
This nigga's
niggas
the funder
feel-
of the whole shit.
Yes.
When niggas feel safe or protected, maybe like because people you don't know what offends who. It might be you
I'm
might
sure he
have
knew that
easily
offended.
offended somebody because you felt protected because you spent all this money, and then they found out like, oh yeah, niggas was just taking the money. They didn't.
But it don't really take much though.
I was
to
say
get
they all
stabbed.
his money.
We don't know
either.
where it
It's
happened,
jail.
how it happened.
We don't know.
What
We're
if
all
it's in an
speculating.
area
Probably not a
where
lot of
nobody
money.
else.
Think about it. You're in a spot where you got life.
Yeah.
Any
some ramen.
small, you know what I mean, inconvenience could cause a nigga to get stabbed. But I mean, in the wig and all that, in the face.
Yeah, he was
feel
trying to
me?
get him out of here.
I feel like you was trying to kill something.
Yeah.
Because that's not normal. my
Yeah,
nigga.
you're not
in
sending
the
a
face
sign.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, you trying to.
Yeah.
And like you said, this nigga's a pipsqueak. You just grab him and be like, yo, man, sit down.
Yeah.
Make him do it right in
It
the
kind of
sign.
looked like
it
the
looked
Mexican
like-
that stabbed him
Yeah.
was pretty small too though.
But
The
Pop,
Mexican that stabbed him looked pretty small.
Ain't
He
nothing
looked like-
fair though when they back the.
I will
I
not
think it
fund
was
commissary for other
even side.
inmates. I will not.
it looked like it was an even size fight.
Yeah, but they ain't even though when you back that.
No,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? It's
The
still.
stature looked
Yeah.
like it might have been.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think he wanted a fair fight, probably though, bro.
No,
he
he
was trying to
wasn't
kill
trying
him.
to fight.
Yeah,
He was trying to. He was trying to
He
harm
was trying
that
to
nigga.
kill him.
trying
I
to
think. I
fight.
think he was trying to get him
Stabbed
up out
in
of
the
there.
wig, dog. He was trying to.
That's
you know what I
what-
mean? Niggas pop your balloon pause.
That's your
Different
big pop.
balloon pop.
That's crazy.
Balloon pop is different in the end, son. Because your wig, though, a wiggy with the pick that is crazy, son.
Yeah.
You're trying to really get niggas up out of here.
Done.
Multiple stab wounds in the head, B. Nah, you was
he's
trying to get
kill
him
him. He's trying to
going.
kill
He was
him.
trying to get through the headpiece.
Yeah, but that's not the infirmary. He probably got rid of that. He probably
He
blew
had
his,
to by now.
niggas blew his lid off Paul, as soon as he got there.
But it's like, dog, it was like for
Yo, you
like
see they about to
14
let
is
Lyle
crazy.
and the Menendez niggas is about to get out.
Oh yeah.
So he probably handed him his old wig piece. Like, yo, I'm out of here.
Hold that
anyway.
down for me.
Yeah, I'm up out of here anyway. Hold
Yeah,
on.
you got to screw his down though.
You really sitting there like,
Looking like Bob from
Yo,
Martin.
dog,
The
a
whole
wiggy
time?
dog with the off, like nigga. God damn, yo, chill. What I did?
Yeah,
Now
it
let's
was-
talk, man. Hey. Let's
that was crazy.
hey.
7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso,
Yeah,
2
yeah.
to the back of his head, one to the left side of his face.
Why you so mad, man? Hey, man. Yo, that shit is crazy.
He tried to Frankenstein him.
Yeah, in the fucking head, dog.
Yeah,
Fuck,
2 to the
lie.
back of his head, 1 to his face.
Dog, you don't,
Yeah.
dog, it's crazy. Like he
Trying
might
to
have had a mixtape and he was like, oh, so you don't want to listen to my mixtape? Like you don't know
Nah,
what
nah,
pisses
nah,
people
nah.
off.
Come on, son. Nigga,
Maybe.
Spanish drill music is crazy.
You want the $5?
You don't want to find out.
Espanol drill music
Yo,
is
but
fire.
speaking of Tory, you saw
Yeah.
Kelsey's
El Drill.
bodyguard came out and said Kelsey's the one who shot Megan.
Word?
Yeah.
One is crazy. Why does she have a bodyguard?
Who is she? Word. Yeah, word.
That's my first question. Now, like her bodyguard.
But like, I mean, she's with Megan,
yeah,
so it
Southern
might be.
California joints,
Yeah.
they don't really be famous to us. Like, we don't know their names. They're not
Yeah.
like notarized, like they're not notarized. Their face isn't like notable, but they're loaded. Like, the parents have money, so they send them out with a bodyguard.
She's
That's
from
real.
Houston, I think.
Yeah. But what I'm
It
thinking
wasn't
is
Kelsey's
it's
bodyguard.
probably a
It
situation
wasn't her
where.
bodyguard?
It wasn't Kelsey's bodyguard.
All right, whose bodyguard was
So
it?
he got it wrong again.
No,
Yo,
I'm
this
saying
nigga,
online
man.
it said Kelsey's bodyguard.
No.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
incorrect. It was incorrect.
So she's not actually somebody to have a bodyguard.
No,
Jermaine
Kelsey is
ain't
not
shit, son.
somebody.
So whose bodyguard was
It
it?
was wrong.
Tory Lanez bodyguard.
Oh, Tory Lanez
That's
bodyguard.
Tory's bodyguard.
Is this the bodyguard that disappeared during the trial?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, some funny shit going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't getting out.
No.
Nah, he not.
No.
But he is getting transferred, so what if he put this together just to say, I want to go to a different joint?
Wow.
But what did that do for him?
But now you don't get the wig stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went too far. He's like,
can't
yo,
act
he was
this
about to do
Hold
that.
on, man. Just wanted you to get sent to the infirmary, my nigga. You bugging out. In the wig, son. I just
I
felt
don't
nigga
think
look
that shit was a
odd.
setup.
I said the calf, not the cranium.
If he
Word.
got stabbed once
Hold
or
on, right
twice,
here.
I
Right
get
Hold
it.
on, wait. What if you gotta get ready for the stab? That nigga, oh, come on. All right, ready?
Collapse
Wait.
two lungs, that wasn't a setup.
Wait. My nigga, come on, son. I'm not ready.
Collapse two lungs, that can't be a setup, man.
I'm not ready, son.
Oh, man.
Yeah, nah, I don't think he was.
When wifey was pregnant, she had gestational diabetes. You know you get diabetes.
Sugar babies.
Yeah, just when you
while
pregnant.
you're pregnant, then it goes away as soon as you had a kid.
Yeah.
So she takes the shit, and boom, and you gotta like prick your shit, and she's bleeding. And I'm like, dog, I gotta just see how. I have to know, cause you just a
Prick
G.
your finger?
Boom, every day she just do it, no problem.
Yeah.
Dumb blood. I'm like, yo, hold on. I gotta just try. And I'll go and I'm like, wait, making all this noise. My nigga, you know you don't even feel it?
Pinch.
It's like,
You had diabetes before. I didn't have it. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know. Nigga, you don't even feel
I've
it.
used my uncle's shit before.
I've used my.
Why?
Yeah.
My
That's because
parents.
I was interested.
Because the machine does it so quick and shit
Son,
like that.
there's like, it's like, how
I've
is it
tried
even
doing
bleeding?
it before.
Huh?
I've tried it before.
Me too, I did. I was like,
I thought it was gonna hurt.
I was bitching, nigga. She was cracking.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, see, because you
I'm
thought
not-
it was painful.
yeah, I'm not even
I'm telling
trying.
you, my nigga,
Nothing.
It's not.
It's so light, like you can't tell where it happened at
Yeah.
until you push the shit for the blood to come out. You can't even see where it
Yeah,
happened.
the needle's so
I'm
thin.
sleep on that. Nah, I'm good.
My nigga, I'm saying it's worth it, man. I'm a thrill seeker. You be doing a lot of foolery.
Not with blood, though.
I mean,
With blood, though.
Not with blood, though.
Oh, my Lord. That shit-
Over there.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
the border.
The border?
Border.
The border? Yo, Kevin Gates is a nasty nigga.
He's
Wild
filthy.
nigga.
Yeah.
But the bodyguard said he saw Kelsey shoot at Megan like twice. And then
Damn.
Tory went to grab the gun, hit out of hand, and went off 2 more times when it hit the ground or whatever.
Oh, so he's still staying.
All right. So
Yeah.
that's what he's saying happened. And that he just couldn't sleep with himself knowing that he didn't say anything before.
Right.
Got that man.
Get well soon, Tory.
Damn.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yo.
not for nothing, if he comes out of jail for a case that he didn't really do and he got stabbed 14 times and survived, it's gonna be like Pac came home.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. Like
Yo, what's crazy?
it's gonna be when he comes home.
His album From Jail was probably one of the better albums that came out this year.
I ain't listened to it.
He's like a mini Pac.
Yeah. What? You ain't snitch.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
You did the time that you ain't really supposed to do, and you got stabbed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come out.
You a
He
legend.
didn't. It wasn't like for lack
Niggas don't
of
respect you
trying,
for getting
though.
stabbed, though.
No.
I'm just saying, I respect surviving that. Like, I think that's
Right.
kind of cool that he lived through that. Like, I want niggas
And
to
even
live.
if he
He
do come out,
didn't snitch because niggas wasn't listening to him. He was trying his best to tell. He was like, nah, y'all not listening to me though. Yo, shit there. I'm not trying to, nigga. She did
Turn
that.
my
shit.
mic up.
Word up. I'm trying to tell you. I put it in the album, nigga. She
even
did
if
it.
he get out though, he gonna be met by ICE,
Oh, yeah, he got to go back.
going right to Canada.
Nah, I think he's gonna be out.
Yeah.
No, they already said he's deported.
I think he's gonna be out.
Nah, he's
Oh, good luck. Get well,
Yeah.
Tory.
It's not his.
Yeah.
He's
Ice focus on different people right now.
No, they gonna get him too.
Reg, you're very.
They are equal opportunity takers.
You're very optimistic.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Well, they didn't technically, but
Who?
What?
I was gonna say they locked fucking Ras Baraka up.
Oh yeah.
They did.
That was.
They locked
come
him
on
Yeah,
now.
that's a fire name, by the
Do
way.
you feel like that's like
Baraka?
a?
Yeah.
Never mind. We
It's a
can move.
fire name.
They did lock him up for a couple hours.
Nah,
He out though, right?
man.
Yeah, he did like 5 hours.
Shout out to Ross.
But what was it? What was the charge?
Trespassing, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
He was protesting.
He's
oh,
protesting.
all right, well.
He was trespassing on a facility in his city that he was mayor.
He went to Delaney Hall, which is it used to
He's
be
still trespassing.
like a halfway house. It was converted to an ICE facility,
Mm.
a detainment facility.
And
So
he was
went
out
over
there just repping?
Went out there to protest.
Got,
Preaching.
he
that-
got
yeah.
reports that there was they were overcrowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Delaney Hall.
Yo, the thing
bad,
that's
my
crazy
bad.
is like I think it's been like 2 or 3 like American citizens that have been deported by accident already.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, clearly, like
It's a problem.
niggas is
Niggas need to slow down.
yeah, niggas is just looking at a description and
Yeah, but figure shit out.
You
though.
Dominican, Asian.
Nah.
You got
nah, man, you just
You
got
might be a twofer.
Nah.
He catch you.
Yo. Oh, speaking of the detaining shit,
That's me.
real fast, Uncle Marv is wildin'. Did you peep what this nigga did? I salute to him. Respect that he tried to hold down his niece or whatever, that little white girl.
Oh yeah. He wild out.
But he wilded out.
Wild all the way out.
My nigga. all
In
you gotta
front of
do-
her?
Son, she's too young to put all that on her, my nigga. Don't tell them niggas a white nigga with tattoos did this. Nigga,
front
she can't do that yet. She's fucking 6.
Yo. He
Bop, bop, bop. She was like,
Wildin'.
nigga, I don't think she could talk, son.
No. Holding the baby.
Yo, this nigga 6 months old. She's holding this nigga. He said, what they got y'all doing in here? He's dead right for that.
He is.
right? But you got to do it a different way, my nigga. There has to be some
Yeah.
strategic. This nigga, Uncle Marv, remember? The white nigga he befriended in the park from Raising Kanan? Uncle Marvin was friends with the fat white nigga that was ended up
Yes.
being a cop. He ended up working with the police.
Yeah.
So niggas killed the nigga or whatever, or he died from overdose.
Overdose. Yeah.
Remember, his daughter got dumb cool with Uncle Marv. She calls him Uncle Marvin. You know what I'm saying? She ends up getting taken to some foster home and they abusing her. This nigga find out. So he go over there and check on her, and she hears him out front, like, oh, Uncle Marvin, help. So he run in the crib, put the nigga and the lady down in front of her. Yeah. In front of the girl. The girl's 7, my nigga, and tells her, yo, listen, this is what we gotta tell the police.
She's there, she's holding the baby, because they got a bunch of kids.
Baby.
They got the baby like this. Right?
Nigga hit a boop, bow, bow.
And she's there, she's like,
she like this, Uncle Marv, you wildin'. Bang, 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 bang. Uncle Marv, stop shooting shit. Nah, chill. What we gonna do is we gonna say a white nigga with mad tattoos did it. She like, I got you. Call the cops. I gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind these dead bodies. You know what I mean?
Call me if it happen again.
Hold it down, right? we gonna get you a little phone or something so you can call me. Like, nigga, you fucked this kid's life up, my nigga. You feel me? She's so young, she's not able to process what happened.
And he made sure they was dead. It was like just a bat. It was
nigga, mow, in her back. She's not even a threat. The white lady running away hit her all in her back. Ha 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 ha! Hit her mad time. She like, yo, Uncle Marvin, that's enough. Nah,
the house decided.
What are the chances that she ends up at a good foster home? You're gonna have to kill everybody.
After this, it's no good foster place.
Yeah, it's facts.
Come on, man.
You're gonna have to kill every family. You might as well
the
adopt
kid is
them at
in
that
this
point.
locked room in the back, like in this crack house, this shack they got in the cut with this little ass baby she's caring for.
And she's 7?
Nigga, she's probably 7 years old, 8 years old max.
Yeah.
And she's holding a fucking under 1 year old newborn. And Uncle Marvin's in there letting shots off, my nigga.
Some white guy did it with tattoos.
Tell him it was a white nigga with tattoos that was tweaking. He was on some drugs.
I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get with you. You know what I'm saying? A couple more months, I'll check in on you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens to you and shit, man. One
Just
time
don't
maybe.
go near the body. Just sleep with the bodies.
Yo, bodies everywhere. The streets need a body, my nigga.
Blood splattered all over.
It's crazy. I said, damn, Marv, you wildin'.
Yeah.
He just don't think shit out.
He don't.
And then like fucking with this nigga, whatever his name is.
Oh, Tony Danza.
Nah. The black nigga that looked like Reg a little bit from Saturday Night Live. You know what I'm talking about? Saturday Night Live.
the dude. Chris, whatever his name.
Early.
That's his name?
In the joint. His name is Early.
His name's like Chris Staples or Staples. Nah,
The
not
the
Stapleton.
nigga that ran down on Kenan wife.
Yes.
Yes.
That nigga there.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny because he like Keenan and you look like. I never realized that. But
And you look like Mikal Bridges. Funny face ass.
nah, I can't grow the beard.
Nah, you do look like
Mikael Bridges is mad.
Mikal Bridges is getting busy though. Except the last game.
He's one of the better players in the league.
I mean,
honestly,
I
in his position.
do all that, but he's cool.
at his
Salute
position, I think he's one of the best.
Salute to him.
Players
You know
in
what
the
I'm saying? Salute to him. But yeah, Uncle Marvin's wildin'. My fault though.
Yo, I didn't notice, but like depending on how bad the foster situation is, like the caseworkers go to jail too.
Foster.
From
Yeah?
last
Nah,
Yeah.
not true.
No, they did. They pressed charges. Remember that one case where it was like
crazy.
the brothers and sisters, they were like almost like emaciated when they found them in the basement and shit. They were so skinny. They charged the social workers.
So that's one case that happened. That's usually not the case.
No, they said they could be charged.
They
It's
can
like,
be charged,
depending
sure.
on how bad it is. They charge the social
That's
worker.
neglect. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Negligence is supposed to be, but that's not what happens.
Yeah.
Niggas think about it now. You in a foster care and this lady be beating you.
Yeah.
She doesn't let you talk to the people by yourself. The caseworker comes out and says, "Hey, Reg, how you doing?" You like, "Man, this bitch be fucking me up in here." But y'all gonna just leave after this conversation. I might not see you for a month.
So what they do? They just be like, all right, where
That's
that
complete
and then-
negligence. They give you the baif. All right, man, love. Take care. You know what I mean? And they skate. So you
Protect
never
your neck.
really get a chance unless you dip. I remember I had this Spanish lady, she just hit me with the phone one day. Bow, mad hard. I was like, yo, wait, bitch. What the fuck is you doing it? Nigga, I'm like 5 years old.
Nigga had a busy signal.
Dog. Bing! I was like, wait, just mad sonic coins. Mad rings going around. I'm like, yo, wait. That shit turned me aggressive right then. 5 years old, I made my mind up. It'll never happen again. Y'all niggas is wildin'. Pew! I'm scared of the dark a little bit still. I can't really run away to
your
them.
villain origin story.
Right there. I'm like, yo, and she was so nice.
Yeah.
We talking, I'm like, yo, I can fuck with this. Got a little cat, some rabbits and shit. All this.
Was she skinny?
She was a skinny lady, yeah. She
Yo.
came through, boom. Nah, she wasn't skinny, actually. I remember
That
what she
might
looked
have
like.
been the thing with the big joints though. That might have been the catalyst for that.
Ready? All right. So yeah, so she, you gotta make the joke funny if you're gonna interrupt, nigga. But so bang, she comes through, she's talking and shit. She's the nigga name was Domino or Domingo or some shit like that. The caseworker dude, and nigga was kind of cool. Gave me pizza and shit like that on the way.
And he was a consistent caseworker through everything.
Nah. This was just that day, that guy. I never seen that nigga again in my life actually.
No.
But boom, he was there. Domingo or Domino or whatever shit. He was there. He dropped me off at the lady's house, and she was kind of cool. She was nice. The second this nigga leave, she just wanted to set precedence. Nigga, to let me know this is my crib here. You heard? I didn't do nothing wrong to this lady, my nigga. Just went upside my shit. Mang! I was like, yo, equilibrium off and all that. I'm like, wait. What is going on?
That's the way of saying hello.
Welcome. So bang, the niggas come the next time I see the people. I wanted to say like, damn, son, but I couldn't tell on her.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, y'all about to leave anyway.
Yeah.
This bitch spiked my whole shit up. Like, look at my shit. You know what I mean?
You don't know this is.
So yeah, I ain't seen
Fist?
like they came. I think they come like every 10 days or whatever shit.
Yeah.
And I was only supposed to stay there for 30 days, but I left after the 10 days and shit. But I'm like, damn, dog. So that's not true. Cause somebody should have checked in. Nigga, my shit is bleeding. You know what I mean? Somebody got to say something.
I think in cases where I think specifically where they were saying that, they were basically like, if they could prove the social workers were aware the whole time, or
hard to
they
prove.
could have stopped. Yeah. So
Is
I
it a
think
different social worker each time?
In my case, yeah, I had a whole bunch of different ones because I was always in different states and different cities, different, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that. But I mean, I believe if it works out and you stay in the same foster care, you can stay with that same person. And then you develop like a trust with that person because I could tell him or I could tell her because they're gonna help me out. But I just never got to stay long enough at any of them. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think in that case the kids were so bad off. They were like, "There's no way y'all niggas didn't know, or
know.
you just weren't checking in."
And you're supposed to check. I think you like meet with them every 10 days, every 30 days or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy system, nigga.
It really is, man. It truly is. But shout out to the people that are really actually trying to help the kids because there is those too. Plenty of them. There's hundreds and thousands of those people that are actually good people.
Yeah.
And then the other ones just try to get some chicken. Like they just want the money. I want the check.
It's whack when sometimes when the actual parent comes and takes them back,
Yeah.
and it's like the person was actually a good force, but
No, that
And
that
to
happens.
a more fucked up situation.
yeah.
Because the court is designed to try to keep families together. So they're gonna send them back if the mother's trying, they're gonna give her another chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, she was chilling over there with these other people, man. Let her go back. I seen that happen a couple times, but not with me, obviously. My mom ain't shit, my nigga. That nigga ain't even try.
Yeah,
Like, oh shit, I do got a kid.
The whole default of because this person is your natural born parent, you're better off is like, I don't understand the logic.
I could get the logic. I understand that. It just doesn't apply every time.
Yeah.
I could get the logic, though. You would want to keep
If-
families together. That makes
If
mad sense.
if it's a situation where you're going to be cared equally in both spaces, obviously give it to the mom.
Yeah.
Even if there's a slight or incremental difference where it's like, yeah, your mom makes a little bit more bread, but like you're still gonna be well taken care of, cool. But like, what's the assessment process in terms of where the person's living, consistency, how long? Like, I just don't believe they really care about the kids, and everyone becomes a number after a certain point because
100%.
this is just somebody's job.
That's a fact,
Yeah.
nigga, but that's with everything. Everyone's just a number. That's 100% fact. They don't go in and assess it, like, and say, damn, this nigga's living in a castle over here with these white folks. And then you gotta send his ass back over there just because she's not smoking crack no more. Yo, fam, just get the crack back, please. Just keep smoking because I'd rather stay with these people.
Word.
These niggas, we live in palatial over here.
That's crazy. It's like the best thing
Why
you
would
could
you
do
want
for
to get
me
clean now, dog? I'm about to go to 9th grade. I don't give a fuck. Keep smoking.
is to keep doing drugs is the best thing you can do for me, mom.
Please, stay the fuck up out my life, man, please. They about to kick me out.
You
You
tried this
don't
new-
want to get high. Now
tried this
you
new
got
shit?
high. You fucked up. Nah, nigga, you got high. You fucked up. Nah, smoke that crack, man.
You got some new, ma. Tried this fake?
It's crazy. Like your mother put up like, I'll do anything
Nah,
for
nah,
you. Word.
all right, here.
Yeah, I got something for you. Listen, I need you to do.
You say
What about
anything?
this?
Yeah, because I need you.
How about this?
I need you to hit that pipe real quick.
I just need you to stay the fuck from over here. Stay away from over here.
But then you get it cracked, then they're gonna keep coming back.
Nah, you got to put it outside somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't come over here, man. Go get it from
That's
me.
crazy.
Get it from me at school. I leave it by my locker.
You got to put it in the fake rock. You know, you got the key.
With a key.
Yeah,
at.
you put the crack in there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of fucked up parents, this Diddy trial.
Nigga, that's the whole episode.
That was
nigga.
great.
That's a good
Because he's
segue.
dead wrong.
What?
But hold on. Do you think it's really him that's making the decision to have them there?
Nah, I think
They're
they pulling
adults,
up to
I guess,
support.
but
That's what I'm
Well, the
saying, but
daughters
like,
weren't. They haven't been there.
the daughters are
No,
there.
they've been there.
They were.
The last time they weren't.
Yeah.
I
No, the
mean,
all
nigga,
three, they
how
were there the first
How the fuck
day
you gonna
too.
come back after that first
know.
testimony?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Boy cow cheese on the nips? Pause.
Yo.
Come on, my nigga.
Yo,
Come on, son.
that's a different level of like, I don't even know how you conceive that.
Hey,
Son,
wait,
He
you
just made that up.
Yo.
He made
He's
that
the
up.
only one that's ever thought of that.
Yeah, he
Has
said,
to be.
nah.
To be
Bust
mad.
off and then bring that. And then apply that.
Yo,
Like,
what?
nigga,
I
he's
want
a
to
mad
be-
scientist. That nigga's a mad scientist. He just made that shit up. Yo, bust
he's
off
not.
and then bring that over here.
Yo,
Yo, to be
Man.
upset that there's no let off, like, nah, where's it at?
Yeah, nah, I
Yo,
need proof.
Where's it at?
I need the receipt.
Dog,
Where's that?
nah, go back.
Where you
I
let it
don't
off
believe-
at then?
and the
Bring
wild
it
part,
back.
right here.
I bet you Puff don't think he gay.
Yo.
Nah, it's just a bust off, baby.
Not
Nah,
gay,
it's just a
like-
bust off, baby.
She rubbed it on. It was alright.
Yo, and the whole time I'm reading this, like you go back and the context of everything changed. So you remember when he was sitting there with the interview and he was talking to Fab like, "Oh, we ain't have a party."
That's what
I'm
he meant.
like, yo,
That is what he meant.
yo,
Yeah.
nigga, we were all joking at the time, but
be
now
honest,
the
No,
context
but
is
I
different.
think niggas.
It was difficult to figure out because who thought that?
Yeah,
Come
who-
on.
Nobody
son.
thought that.
Come on.
Nigga,
Nobody
who thought that was happening?
I was telling
There
y'all
was
the whole
jokes.
time,
crazy.
don't-
Okay,
I kept
even
telling
if
y'all.
you say the nigga's gay, there's no way your
would think it's-
imagination could conceive any of this. And if it did,
That's
Yeah.
true.
it's
That's
the problem.
Boy
No,
cow
that's
cheese
true.
to the
Man,
nips is a
I
lot. That's a lot.
We're on camera, and I was telling you a long time ago, don't
That
defend them.
the
just-
nipple thing was happening.
No, I was telling you a long time ago, don't defend them because you're gonna hear some shit and you're gonna look really stupid.
Okay, so it's not about looking stupid because if I'm being honest, right? At some point, I'm being completely transparent here. At some
here we go.
point, a lot of people look to this person as a hero or as like a point of reference in terms of what success could
pillar.
look like as
Yes.
a black person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And same way they looked at like niggas didn't look at Cosby that way. Niggas didn't like how many people?
said it
What do you mean?
How do you know all these things are happening? I can't look at a person and be like, yeah, man, he that type that
but
be
Rev,
looking
the
for let
thing
off.
is-
Like, how would I know that?
Some of these comments were made after we seen a video of him viciously beat a woman,
Yeah.
right? And I will say, a lot of people in the industry knew things. They knew freak-offs were happening. Maybe they didn't walk in a room and go, "That's what's happening."
Yeah.
But there had been rumors for a long time that he was into some wild shit.
Those rumors didn't become like as strong or prolific or whatever you want to use until just recently. Niggas are now coming out the woodwork talking about, oh, this, because you gotta think about it. The people that are talking about him are his like friends and associates. It's not his enemies. So these niggas are just now feeling safe enough to come out and say all this shit.
So I did want to address that real quick.
Because 50's been making jokes about this forever, but until someone confirmed it, nigga, it's just rumors and jokes.
And so what I
50
did
said it
want to
12
address,
years ago.
Yeah, I did want to address that part. I think that much like jail, and we spoke about jail at the top of the conversation, I think that celebrity is a subculture that when you're not in it, you maybe just don't understand. Because we throw around words like friend so loosely. We in this room are friends.
Yeah, them
These
niggas
people
probably
don't
know
be
each other.
friends.
Word.
Yeah,
Niggas
but
see each other once a year.
Right, but we will see them together and go, those are friends. 50 was never his friend. 50 was very clear about he don't fuck with Puff.
No, I'm not talking about
Jay-Z
50.
wasn't his friend either.
I'm
but
talking about-
people throw that word around.
If
a lot
you
of
look at
people
the
aren't
niggas
friends.
on the documentary, these are people that grew up with him.
That be around him,
Yo,
yeah.
I'm not talking about people that just happen to be associates. I'm talking about niggas that were actively in his life, people that he hired and smiled in his face and took paychecks from him. And
They're not friends.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, it's very easy to say right now, oh, they're not friends because they got a paycheck from him, right?
I'm saying that's the I'm saying that is a part of what happens though. Like if somebody is paying you, 9 times out of 10 they probably not your friend.
That's not accurate, my
That
friend.
nigga said young, black, and famous with money hanging out the anus. My nigga, this is a real.
And other things.
This is a real lyric.
And other things.
Remember that?
And other things.
Yo, my nigga, I don't never want that kind of money. To
Yeah.
keep it a buck. So
Yo.
I don't make.
Ain't this money is crazy.
I will say.
Yeah, I'm old.
Ain't no funds is crazy.
That's when,
Niggas on
but
the-
that's
Why you
when
gotta have a
stop.
mic for the live shows?
No.
Just some random shit like
Now
that.
that's a real ATM, though.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
I'm old and African American. I don't that shit don't compute. It don't
Yo,
compute.
but that's
No.
real though. He said that in '97. That's on Mace album. My nigga.
That's why.
You feel me? Nigga told niggas, man.
Yeah.
It is. Don't act surprised. Nigga ain't nothing to do.
believe.
So,
Yeah, man.
so nigga, what niggas think about before I say something, what niggas think about what's happening with the case though?
What you mean?
Like, what do you think about the
It ain't-
Cassie testimony?
To be 100% honest, what they're charging him for ain't being proven yet.
There you go.
not-
I agree.
It's not-
You proven that
they're
this nigga
doing
is
a
a
very
monster
good job
in terms of
proving
domestic violence.
Yeah.
100%.
But
no,
where's
that's
the
not the trial.
racketeering, my nigga, and
not
where's
the
the
trial.
trafficking?
So
But they trying to connect it.
Nah, go ahead,
They're
Darnell.
trying to connect it.
Yeah.
it's still,
We're gonna run
she's only the second witness to go up there.
Yeah.
It's 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I think they're laying the groundwork to show that he's abusive and that he has this power to then tie it into he was forcing him to do it. And then you tie in that he had people helping him to do it. That's when the RICO comes in and then you went cross state lines and you were paying for something illegal with the,
Prostitution.
yeah. That shouldn't be
So
called
you're
the
saying
same
it's a
thing when it's
buildup.
men.
Because they're saying, because I think Cassie's like their
different shit.
star.
Yeah.
Cassie's like their star witness, Loki.
Yo, it works though because to be honest, if you're saying that, why didn't she just leave? I showed you why.
Yeah. I get beat when I leave.
She got dragged out. So that does prove power.
Yeah.
Like, where was the escape really? So I hear that, but Rico, I don't see. it.
Dolo Rico doesn't make sense.
I don't.
Yeah,
see
that's what
it.
I'm saying. It's not, that's why
They're building the case.
they're probably gonna have somebody that was working with him that's gonna flip.
Flip.
Yeah.
And for you know what I'm saying.
Right, because
They
you always
did
need
say-
a,
They did say they can't get in touch with like whatever. They had some star.
you always need a snitch for Rico.
This nigga ain't answered the subpoena yet.
Yeah, he ain't.
You about to go?
I didn't make it to that room.
So the thing about
What's
the,
crazy though?
In the pictures with this nigga, B.
was
He gonna
crazy.
send you that.
She was
going
saying
down,
names,
son.
and I was like, oh, I know them niggas.
Darnell Taylor.
Too.
Yo, you
There's-
gotta be on there. You want? Are you testifying for the prosecution or for his team?
They're not gonna find me. I'm like the bodyguard.
Nah, nigga, you going.
When he's in there, I'm like, yo, well,
I don't know why you think that.
what?
You're going down. Unless
You're gonna be in there on camera, and you be like, "My face is blurred, right?" They be like, "Yeah, it's blurred."
Meanwhile, that shit's over here.
Mad clear.
I'm gonna be real. I can see you up there. I can just see you up there.
Snitching. Darnell snitching.
You definitely
Nah.
tell it.
You got it. tell.
I
So-
never put myself in situations to have to snitch.
So
You
far,
would tell though.
I don't.
100.
No,
Oh, I'm telling.
You're not telling on Diddy when they asked you what was going on in there.
I couldn't say because I wasn't there.
You was there, nigga.
Man, I couldn't say.
I didn't say in the room. I didn't say you was part of the Boy Scout cheese. I never said that. I'm saying you were there. Though.
no, I didn't see anything
I mean,
because I was blindfolded.
I about to heard some shit. I said, oh, I gotta go.
Yo, this nigga stupid, son. Nigga said, I didn't see anything. I was blindfolded.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Son.
Yo, it's crazy. He had to reaching out to I'm not calling them prostitutes, whatever they are.
Niggas.
Yeah, he had to reaching out to
Nigga prostitutes.
nigga toots.
Nigga toots.
He had to reach out to nigga toots on Backpage and Craigslist
Yo,
She said that.
I think.
with her actual phone number.
Yo,
Dogs.
So then they said they was pulling up, and Diddy had a bandana on in the corner.
like he's.
And it's like, nigga, you're Diddy. Like, we know it's
Rough
you.
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
but
yeah.
What type of nigga is you though? What kind of cash they got that? Yeah, I'ma still do that. Wow, it's niggas in the corner. I can't fuck with this.
But I mean, if you on Backpage or Craigslist
Yeah.
selling, you probably into
If
some
you on
weird shit.
Backpage and the niggas offering you 6 bands to clip Cassie, like.
But how much is it worth though, my nigga?
No,
like,
I'm
stop.
obviously I'm not.
The
This nigga's on Backpage.
The number one problem is you're on
remember,
He
Backpage.
has a very different life circumstance.
Yeah, but selling pipe is crazy. Like, what's the price of pipe?
You're on Backpage.
Dog, he's already made the life decision. That's why I'm saying you can't apply your logic to that.
I know. I was homeless.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable being homeless. Yeah, you're right. I fucked the bread right up because
The thing that's crazy about that.
I don't respect you copping pipe. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't even respect. So if you pull up asking how much, we just gonna rob you right there, right? There's no exchange of nothing. We just gonna rob you, my nigga. Niggas spank you and get it right the fuck up out of here. We just taking the briefcase or whatever you pay.
That's
for.
dirty money. You don't want that, man.
Nah, we need the bread.
He told you where it was.
Yeah, it
Yo,
was, it's definitely
They
ain't
even
no
pull up and they
Told
talk
you where
about
that money was.
Niggas is looking for boy bus. Pause. We robbing you, my nigga. I don't have a choice. This is from the Lord. They told us you a demon, my nigga, and we have to rebuke you.
But then you
Then he's like, don't worry, I get more of that.
But you understand which wallet you're gonna have to take the bread from.
Nah. With money hanging out there, nah. If it's back there, then that's yours. You work for that, my nigga. That's yours. Keep that. If the briefcase right here, and the nigga put the briefcase and said, this is what we're offering to pay for, like, what? Niggas close that and we walk right out.
You robbing a nigga. He's like, nah, but the money's in the back. Just
Close
go
that,
ahead and
look
grab
dead
the
at the
money.
nigga like this, man.
He's like, nah, go ahead and
walk
grab the
away.
money.
Niggas is crazy. You remember how LeBron got his shit and just walked off on the interview with niggas? Just like that. Just close the briefcase and clink, and just walk.
So the people were debating the whole shit online, and I think 2 things could be true. Right? I think we're in a space where we're pretty much like, it has to be she was against it and she did it all against her will, or she was with it and she agreed to everything that was happening. And I think the defense now is in a place where if you're using text messages as evidence, and text messages are evidence, you can't say, oh, these text messages are real, but these aren't real. You understand? So when she's actively asking for freak-offs and it's like, oh yeah, I can't wait for the next one and all these text messages, that's like, yo, I'm down to freak off. Yeah, she's like, yo, what's the next one? I can't wait for the next one. I'm always down to freak off and shit like that.
Damn.
That's tricky, right?
You gonna be crazy.
It's cool.
You don't give a
And then on the other side too, it's like when you admit that you consensually, after everything happened, you're with your now husband and you consensually went back and cheated on your now husband with Diddy.
Damn.
Again, that becomes now like, were you trying to escape?
That should've-
And this nigga sitting in the courtroom for that.
When this happened, nigga?
Today, the defense was.
No, I'm saying, when did she go back to cheat on son?
She cheated on her now husband with Diddy. She went
like
back.
2017 or 2018.
Oh,
so they was together like a year or two.
Yeah.
Nah. We can't get past that.
Yeah. So, but
He got a
I
plan,
do
though.
believe, Yeah.
Real quick, not to cut you off, but I think his plan is, I coaxed you to do this, right? You got the bread. This trial's gonna happen. I'm gonna wait a year or two, and I'm leaving with half the bread.
Yeah, he gonna take the bread and get up out of there, but he's letting off the meanest joints now, right now, for sure, because she has mad tricks.
Yeah.
My nigga, you're out there entertaining all of these, nigga, I'm not even making
I didn't process that, but
she's
yes.
entertaining all of these dudes.
She has
wild
mad practice.
My nigga,
The
her shit-
most
I
elite.
didn't process that.
I'm sure she is putting my son down early. My son is word.
Techniques
Him out.
niggas have never heard of.
Yeah.
Better than Jill?
Nah.
Imagine she's like,
Awesome, son.
you don't like that? You don't want her on the lips?
Jill awesome. Oh, no. Yo, Jill is just too awesome just because she just looks so good and she's so heavy.
Yeah.
Everything's so perfect. But I feel like Cassie's technique is probably.
Yes, her practice is like.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, if you entertaining 13, 14, 15 niggas in a day, pause. She's.
They're like, how many hours do you have to do something to be an expert?
That's
She
what I'm saying.
put her hours
Put
in.
the time in,
She
dog.
put the hours in.
10,000 hours. So
10,000 hours.
I think.
But before-
551,000
What I was saying-
minutes.
But I think two things could be true though. I think what's happening now in the case that they're building up, I think they just had a really, really toxic relationship, right? And when you're trying to criminalize that, that's tricky because when it's possible to want something and not want it and then want it again. It's very possible that even though she spun back, it's still possible that she was at some point. Like that doesn't scrape, my bad. It doesn't like exclude the fact that she was assaulted and beaten or held against her will or any of that thing.
That's a fact.
Any of that stuff. So all of this stuff could be true, but then when you compile it and then now a relationship that's toxic that is like basically all gray, now you have to color either black or white, that's gonna be very, very difficult.
And then to also add RICO charge
Exactly.
to it.
How do you criminalize that?
And then bullet point that. I think you're right, son.
So
you spit.
Go ahead.
So real quick, what I think they're doing, and I think overall they're trying to set a precedent. I think what's going to be revealed or what they're trying to get to is they're trying to define for people who maybe don't understand what coercion is, what power is, what power dynamics is. Because I think what they're going to establish through this trial is the many ways you can force people to do things, not just physically, but whether it be financially, whether it be via intimidation. I think they're going to set a precedent that we're going to be talking about for a long time as to how you can control somebody, how you can instill fear. And I hear what you're saying, Reg, that it could be she wanted to do things, she didn't want to do things. I think what they're trying to establish is she didn't want to do any of that, but she just didn't have a way to leave. And for the average person, I don't think we could even like understand or process that. But when somebody has that much money, when they blow up somebody's car, when they're intimidating everybody around you, and when the people around them are so locked in that either they fear him or they make money from him, that they will also be in lockstep and they'll also clean up.
But did you? I see what you're
but
saying.
did you?
They'll go clean up.
Eventually, that's going to happen. That's going to be like a new way to judge shit in court.
Yeah, it is.
He's right.
Yeah, no,
power dynamics.
I understand power dynamics, but again, you're talking about something that is relationships are gray area. There are joints that are genuinely scared of their nigga, but they won't let anything happen to them.
And so
You know what I mean?
that'll be
So
that may now start to be considered coercion. It may start to be considered force.
I
Makes
wouldn't
sense.
I
I
wouldn't
get what
call
he's
it.
saying,
it could.
I
get what he's saying.
understand.
And there's a thing called Munchausen syndrome, which you had even we discussed
Yeah.
in a previous episode, where once somebody is held captive long enough,
Hold on.
what?
You had that?
No. I
What?
don't know what he's talking about.
We discussed the
When
the
you
s-
fell in love with your captor.
yeah, that's
Because-
Munchausen
Wait,
syndrome.
Reg?
Yeah, fall in
Who
love with your
captured-
captor.
What did he say?
Who captured you, my nigga?
Nobody. This
What?
is bugging.
What?
He was in the
His
basement.
name was.
But
What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, I
It
think
was
they're
a
gonna
long
start.
Tied
time
up?
ago, I was in college.
Why you bringing up old shit? Damn,
Tied up?
Can we?
You was tied up?
Never. None of this happened.
Handcuffed knot?
Why do y'all listen to this nigga, man?
Oh man.
Wow.
He said it so calm,
I
like
think it's all
something
set.
you had, Reg.
Put a Haitian handkerchief. They put a
The Haitian
put a
bandana.
Haiti bandana
That's
on your
crazy.
shit. Damn, Reg.
Yo,
How
but
you got out?
if she said
about
she was
you
trying
say?
to escape, now the thing is, at some point we have to establish what is free will and what's not. Because if we're in a space where if you left and then you still came back and somehow I hypnotized you into coming back, even though you're saying the sex when you came back was consensual, dog, it's like that's a reach,
So
right?
oh, my.
So,
go ahead, Donna.
hey,
You think.
really quick, because I'm gonna. That's a reach. The woman that's afraid of her nigga, because again, this is gray area. You're talking about emotional shit, right? There are people that hate their joint and love their joint. How do you know what I mean?
So in this one, it's not just emotional because
no.
he was whipping her ass.
I understand
Right.
he was beating her, but and he threatened her, he threatened Cuddy, he did all of that shit,
And we
right?
saw him beat her,
And
like,
and
bad.
she still said she went back and consensually had sex with him because she didn't have she still cared about him and she still loved him.
Wait, she said that?
Yes.
She said that.
She said it
Yes.
was consensual?
Yeah.
Yes.
She said the last time they had sex, it was a wonderful night and
Yeah.
it was consensual.
She-
They never had a night like that before.
Yo.
No, she said the last time that happened, but the time before that, he forced his way in.
Yeah,
there.
he forced his way in, and she still spun back. And
Hold on.
Edit point.
Yeah, my bad.
45.
my bad, I'm so sorry.
But she
so
also
sorry.
she also said that she so frequently had UTIs to the point where one of her UTIs it couldn't be cured by an antibiotic because of what they were doing.
So now the white nigga got that too.
No.
Well, it's a UTI. UTI.
UTI, you can't.
Oh, UTI. yeah.
UTI.
Yo,
She had incurable
no,
UTI.
but-
Cranberry juice and
Yeah.
it'd be back on.
But
it wouldn't work.
I think the defense has a case.
Yo, avocado, that's the real reason for
Avocado.
that shit. I didn't know that. That's really why y'all niggas support so much avocado. Reg, drink
I
you
didn't
some
like
water, my
avocado.
nigga.
What?
Drink you some water, my
Yeah.
nigga.
Avocado.
But I think
That's a real thing.
I think when you have
Know that.
it's very tough because if it's very dangerous to set a precedent where okay, domestic violence and abuse, if that's what this case is about, yeah, he should go sit. You
It's
know what I
more
mean?
than that. It's more than that.
If we're talking about SA, then yes, okay, he should go sit. If we're talking about, and this is so far, because like I don't know what they're going to prove or what's going to happen in
Got
the
a long
future.
way to go.
This is a toxic relationship. This is
mean-
an abusive relationship. This is like she hates him and she loves him and she hates him and she loves him. You know what I mean? So
I didn't hear
again,
that part though, but Reg's
Yeah.
kind of spitting a little.
But hold on.
But it's 8 weeks, nigga.
It is
Yeah,
8
we
weeks,
got a long
right?
way to go. We got a long
But
way
here's
to
the
go.
thing that puts all of that out. So she testified that that video by the elevator he was beating her,
Yeah.
she was running from a freak off.
Yeah.
And he followed her back and beat her and dragged her.
Oh, nah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
over.
That's not gonna like
No,
everything
bad.
shows that
That's what I'm saying.
the violence
Two
is
things-
you're afraid of.
That's
wait,
bad.
two
son.
things
Yeah.
could be
That's
true
it.
because
You could.
she
They
said
can stop it right now.
she said
With
she
the right
wanted-
jury,
Yeah.
niggas is like, oh yeah, he's out of here.
She said there were freak offs that she didn't want to participate in at all.
Yes.
Same way she was saying there were some freak offs that she was with. She was the one telling the nigga how to piss on her.
No,
But she said that's not true. She said that wasn't.
enjoyed that.
Huh?
I didn't say she enjoyed it.
You
The witness
said
the witness said she's the one who instructed him how to do it. Am I wrong?
He did say that, and then when
Okay.
she went up, she contradicted that. Said, "I never asked for that."
Yeah.
Diddy's the one who told him to do that.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going off of the witness. The witness said
I mean,
she's
they're
the
both
one-
witnesses technically.
Okay, my bad. But the witness said she's the one who instructed him how to
Yeah.
urinate
Right.
on her.
But now it's just you got to choose. Do you believe him? Do you believe her? Whatever it is. But all it takes is one time for she. Or they be like, "Nah, I don't want to do this." And he's like, "Nah, bitch, you got to do it."
Obviously. So again, it doesn't matter.
Like-
Most of the time SA happens, it happens with someone that the person knows. So it's very possible that he did all of these awful things.
Yes.
And it's still very possible that after all of it, somehow, like, cause like, you know, the heart is the heart, like that's an emotional thing. It's not
Hold on,
logical.
Reg, regardless if she still loves him, it's still a crime.
Yeah, of course.
Still wrong.
If she's being tried for that, all I'm saying is racketeering, I don't see it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
And I think
right now.
I just think
That
it's
nigga
slow-
obviously is a monster.
But
That's
to their,
not debatable.
to their point, though, I think they're just setting the groundwork.
Yeah, it's just slow
Word.
walking it.
Later on, it's like, yo, I already poisoned this nigga so bad, everybody in
Word.
the jury box is like, nah.
You hate this
gotta-
nigga's
yeah.
guts, so he's going down.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's the
Word. No,
roast. You know what I mean?
let's get
Yeah.
everyone
It's the
emotional.
roast, yeah.
Marinating.
involved.
Yeah. They gonna cook them.
Yeah, because once you dislike a nigga,
He's
it's over.
done.
So it's not even on them to prove it anymore. It's just that y'all see how much, like, they can't look at this nigga in the court. They hate him so much, there's
Word.
no reason to prove anything.
Word up.
All that matters is, yo, guilty, give him 100 years.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And she's up there pregnant.
Yeah.
So now,
8 months pregnant. He's up there.
They rushed
She's
it.
crying. He's throwing hearts
They
and
rush that
Yeah.
to make sure she gets up there and looks. But
Yeah.
it's like, you gave my son diseases and all that. This new white nigga you with.
and every time the white nigga got to walk out of court
Huh?
and shit.
she got something from doing that. No way he did all of that and came out clean.
She ain't giving no.
I don't know
I
that.
don't know that.
Y'all making assumptions.
Who knows?
Hold
But-
on, you don't know that because we just found out she was sneaking out to go fuck Diddy.
Yo,
By
she
myself.
said she said she admitted even during the Cuddy shit, she was willingly
that?
go back and she participated in free calls while she was dating Cuddy.
Fuck is Cuddy?
Kid Cudi.
So again, I feel like this is again if we're
Uncle
talking
ATL.
essay, and
anybody
abuse, he should definitely sit over that. If we're talking like because it's like it's such a gray area, like because like I've seen so many toxic, fucked up relationships. I think that's funny. That's funny. You chuckling, motherfucker?
You laugh like a bad guy. Nigga laughing like M. Bison.
I've seen a lot of toxic relationships, and it's like there's no justifying like niggas hitting women or anything like that. There's no justifying forcing yourself, because I feel like that's the most detestable crime
Everybody
there is.
And he did all of that.
Yeah, of course.
So I
So
don't think
over
it's just
that,
a toxic relationship.
low-key, because hypothetically, even if they don't prove racketeering and sun goes down, I'm not going to feel bad about it,
Nah, he's
because
done.
like, fam, you're still
Nobody is.
like you're
Yeah,
a monster. I guess that's.
But
the
we
point.
all agree though,
Yeah.
from what they said so far the first 3 days,
Yeah.
it's not even like they're not even touching on that topic.
Yeah.
Nope.
Word.
But there's a reason for it.
You're just
It's like,
slowly
All I'm
turning
saying
the
is
fire up.
what they're showing right now is just showing how horrible this nigga is.
Word.
And that's why his kids don't want to be there. Them niggas is leaving out the court. And it's crazy because you turn them against their own dad now. You know what I'm saying? And
Well-
it's not like they did it. You did this.
Well,
stuff.
no, they weren't leaving because they weren't supporting him.
No, they're leaving because it's
just hard to
impossible
listen to.
That's it. Yeah, they not turning.
It's not about
against him or
support.
nothing.
It's just
Yeah.
that, Dad, I can't see you like that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Because they gotta love him.
God forbid, if I ever heard something about, yo, your dad like so-and-so on his nipples, like, what?
I'm never.
I don't have a
It don't
dad
matter
no more.
what the substance is.
I mean,
It doesn't matter what
Yo.
the substance is, to be honest. It just makes it worse now.
I'm
that
gonna be
boy busting
heartbroken,
the
but that's still my dad. You know what I mean? You're heartbroken, but that's still your father.
Oh, nah. I ain't fucking with
I
homie.
mean,
I'm going
yeah.
to keep it a buck.
100%. I'm never.
I
coming
ain't
back.
fucking with my son.
Never
no
coming
more.
back.
Because if you
That
do
was really
that,
my son. Like, that's my seed. Like, I really had love for this nigga when I was a kid. But if I found out that's what you was on here doing, hold on, this whole
Nigga,
time,
I'll be
my
honest.
nigga,
I'll be
I ain't
heartbroken.
seen you in 34
I'll be-
joints.
That's
Because
right.
you was doing that.
I'll be heartbroken. and
You
mad
was on
disappointed.
boys, my nigga.
I'll be
This whole
heartbroken
time?
and I'll be mad disappointed, but
can't
like,
fuck
I mean, you still love the person.
Nah.
Yeah.
that's insane, man.
I can't love people through anything. No.
Yeah, nigga. What
Yeah.
you mean?
Like my
Y'all here.
parents, I love through anything. I'll be honest with you.
They
Nah,
are
nah,
also
nah.
not.
Why
They're not
But you
raging
kind of
homosexuals.
know who your parents are.
No, my
Yeah,
parents,
the crazy
like,
part-
my dad's absolutely
I
not
don't
with
even
that.
think
but
the
I'm just
regular
saying, I love
homos do that. The regular homos don't do that.
Yeah, that's some different shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that's high level.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yo.
be.
They heard that. They said, what?
And what's crazy is
Niggas is like, hold on.
there was someone in the
You knew about that
comments,
shit?
not in our comments, but there's someone in the comments like, oh yeah, this nigga had too much money, fam. There are people that have a lot of money and do like charity work or whatever. Dog, that was just, that nigga had
did
the
that too?
money to go do.
Yeah.
He did charity work too.
Did both.
Yeah.
It was running around all stupid with that mohawk on.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Vote or
Yeah,
die.
yeah, but I don't
Vote
think
or die.
I
I
don't
was
think
doing that directly afterwards.
money
Same
does
day.
that to you. I think that's just something
the
you
free
want to
goes with
do,
the
and
t-shirt
money gives you access to all
Vote
the,
or die.
Put the
all the
bandana
whatever.
cover his face. They don't know what it
That's
means.
crazy.
The vote or die shirt on.
Trying
it.
to
What
change
type of
his
shit
voice
is that,
and shit.
though, man? You can't. I just feel like it's difficult to try to apply logic to any of that, nigga. You
Yeah.
can't. You
It's
just can't.
insane.
Facts.
He's
It's
cooked.
impossible, nigga. What kind of question is that?
I mean, even if he gets out, because they're saying like if he gets whatever, he might get a pardon, whatever. Even the worst case, no matter what happens, like his career is pretty much done.
Yeah,
No
he's
one's
not fighting for his
publicly gonna
career
get
now.
money with
yeah,
him.
niggas fighting to not get the chair.
Yeah.
Word.
Like he got to go move
They gonna
to
get his son a needle.
Bali or some shit.
I mean,
Word. They might give him the needle for this, my nigga.
once that video came out, he was cooked.
Yeah, it's done.
He was
They did
cooked.
that on purpose.
Yeah.
The poison. It doesn't matter. Like everybody turned against you. You can't be beating joints and dragging them and shit. Like what you? up
What's
to?
wild is like Russ is
shit you
in
on?
Bali. Like, why wouldn't niggas just follow me out here?
Well, he was in. I heard he was in. Or was out fake. That video of him walking around.
In New York?
Yeah.
No, I think that was real. I think
Hold
he
on.
comes back and dips. What
Nah,
does he
he's
want?
wildin'. He's playing.
He got to stay in Bali, my
Yeah,
nigga.
stay
He
your
ain't been
ass.
charged with nothing though.
Yeah, but I heard he was.
Yeah,
next.
but
Drop, I
he
heard they
dipped out.
dropped all that shit.
What?
Because he was in Bali.
Where he's at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like dog. It's
Yeah, but if he's back, they can just rehash that.
yeah.
Like, why even take
I
the
think
risk?
it's double jeopardy.
Oh, word?
No, you
No,
gotta
he's never
actually
been
go.
charged.
Double, you gotta
been
get
charged, yeah.
you gotta get charged
And
and
convicted.
then like win for it to be double jeopardy. You can't get charged again.
I thought
Never been
they
charged.
dismissed it.
Nah, he's never been charged.
No.
And double jeopardy only applies when they already have a conviction or you beat the case. They can't do it again.
Yeah.
They can't recharge you. That's double
Got
jeopardy.
you.
Nah, it's none of that. They ain't charging nigga. They waiting for that nigga to pull up. They gonna catch him at Teterboro like, come on, Russ.
As soon as the announcement or as soon as the documentary's about to hit, nigga, you gotta go to Bali. You got to go to Bali. As soon as they drop in the documentary, you gotta go.
Yeah, you got it.
Well,
Well, you just don't do this shit.
Or,
Obviously.
I'm about to say that's really what it
Yeah,
is.
you
Nigga,
just don't do this shit.
that's regular logic, but a nigga who's in search of let off is
Yeah, but-
that doesn't apply.
That nigga can't help himself. He like, they ain't got that in Bali.
Actively. That's a requirement. He's like, nah, you ain't leaving till I see where it's at.
nah.
Yo, he's filthy.
It's different though because like you can't coach niggas on how to be regular because they just not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? And niggas shouldn't care. Like what happens to them niggas is not on us. I know we have to talk about it because we
Yeah.
have to because it's a hot topic and shit. But it's like, forget that nigga, man. Whatever happened,
That's
happened.
crazy.
You heard?
Right.
The real thing is that everybody around them failed both of them. Like Cassie people, because you were aware after a while, like, this ain't right, whatever's going on over there.
Yeah.
You got to somehow, you know what I mean? I don't know if people told her or spoke to her, if they just let it rock because it's Puff. And then people around him, like how you let that go where he just beating her, like she had said there was text messages where people was like, yo, all right, come on, it's time to ice your face.
Yeah. Damn.
Like he beat her friend in the head with a hanger and gave a concussion and gashed her head.
With a hanger?
Yeah, with a wooden
A
hanger.
hanger.
Oh,
Hanger.
what a,
Yo, but all that shit doesn't
Son,
happen
you gotta
in
hit
a.
somebody a lot of times with a hanger to get a concussion, my nigga.
No,
Yeah.
he-
Or just
What
they
is
said he
strong-ass
threw it once.
A hanger though. Just think about it. I'm
Damn.
thinking about plastic.
Wooden hanger?
No, a wooden hanger.
I know,
and
that's
he
what I'm saying.
Threw it.
That's why I applied that now. Now I
Think
get
about
it.
how hard he threw
A
that.
hanger though, like a piece of plastic or whatever shit, nigga, come on.
And not to make us like seem like
be
poor
hard
people, but he
smash
probably has a
that
completely different type of wooden hanger.
Wooden hanger. It's probably legit wooden hanger.
Probably like
Made
10
out
pound
of-
hanger or some shit.
But that's
Standard.
that's part of why it's a RICO. That right there, what you just spoke to.
Oh, they charging the hanger too?
No, I'm saying he sent text messages. Did you hear what Darnell said?
Because other niggas knew about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get
They was setting up the
Niggas
baby
don't be
oils,
thinking,
the
man.
money, the transactions, yo, you
Don't
got
be
beat up,
thinking.
we gotta ice your face, we gotta put you here, we gotta.
He
Yo,
had a
but
team of
none
motherfuckers
of-
to smooth
That's-
shit
None
over.
of this.
Them niggas is in the RICO.
That's your RICO.
Yeah, none of this shit happens in a
That's a
vacuum.
team.
It has to
Right.
be. It has to be like a culture of this shit happening.
That's your RICO.
But hold on,
So-
hold on.
in the
If
vacuum.
niggas ain't making money off of it too, right?
But they were paid by him.
He's paying them.
They were on the staff.
Yeah. But what's his, like, all right, so think about it. Now, if you start some type of gang or whatever shit, and there's like some type of funds that they're raising, right? Isn't racketeering for profit?
Yeah, racketeering is
Right.
a collection of. It's like a racket.
So they
It
gotta
has to
figure
be a
out how he was
collection of
making
things.
profit from this.
And he wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't completely agree. I think if his organization continues to make money, and if what they're doing is to keep him at,
That's not
Keep him
racketeering.
going?
though.
Yeah, word.
then well, I think a lot of this case is precedent setting, and it's how do we take down someone who has
So-
as much money as he has.
You keep saying precedent setting like
Yeah.
we're going to change the meaning of words. We know what racketeering is. We're not going
You
to
can change it. You can. You can redefine. You can broaden it.
Reg kicked your ass just now. Reg.
Thank you.
Here's the thing.
Setting precedents, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's what setting a
it's-
precedent
Hold on,
is.
but it's not about the racketeering. I agree. Y'all have to separate, because Reg is right. Racketeering is racketeering. We're not going
look
to
up
add
that.
or take from it, right?
Let's start
So
looking.
hold on.
Here's where the money
for
comes
the
in.
court cases, from now on, they're going to be viewed differently, saying that coercion and all of that other shit, there's
Definitely.
a different view of it.
Definitely,
I agree with
definitely,
that.
definitely.
Reg is right. Racketeering is point blank what it is. You can't try to add now. Either way, the nigga, he's freshly cooked.
So sex
He's over with.
trafficking is a part of his racketeering charge, right? But racketeering, prostitution, and sex trafficking.
Prostitution
Yeah.
for what? There has to be a monetary gain. What's the gain?
No, he paying prostitutes.
Yeah, but that's
So-
not racketeering. Racketeering is
We
your
gonna get there.
racketeering originally, like
It's when you make
racketeering in
money off of
RICO
it.
was originally made to fight the mob.
guilty
They were
of-
actively making money off of drugs and
Right.
like embezzlement and things like that.
I'm saying they've
That's
changed,
racketeering.
and they've changed that. They've changed the definition.
But
of
you,
it was
there's
initially for the.
you could add. There are already for everything you're describing. There are charges for it. You
There's terms for
like soliciting a prostitute is already illegal. We
That's
don't
what he's
have
guilty
to
of.
make it a new thing.
Solicitation.
Prostitution,
He
yes.
wasn't actively prostituting, so he can't be guilty of prostitution.
Yeah, so
might
we're talking about
listen,
different
Got a
charges.
little on the side.
You know what I
It's a
mean?
possibility. But that ain't
He
the
might
case.
have been
That ain't his
hooking
case.
too.
Yeah, he's a hooker.
He was hooking a little bit too.
But the solicitation is what he's guilty of, but they're not even charging him with that, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
But
Son is a hooker.
the racketeering. So the problem is,
Nigga hooker.
it was Cassie, right? And it was Dawn Richards or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were both signed to.
Shorty's Dawn Richards
She's-
hooking too?
She
yeah.
about to take the stand.
She's about to take the stand. By the time this comes out,
He
she's
was
taking
doing
the
shit
stand.
down too?
Yeah.
That's
Wait, she was essayed?
Yeah. That's what her claim was before. Mm-hmm. Right? So he made money off of them technically because they were signed to the label.
Yeah.
This, that. So they'll find a way to.
I agree. I'm just saying, to Reg's point, it makes sense, son. If this is what it is, then y'all gotta, within this context, nigga, it has to fit within that. There's no nuance and all this other shit. Nigga, try to
nuanced though.
Nigga, this is racketeering. This is what it is. Prove that you were making money from this illegal act.
But it's not that you were making, it's that you were taking money and funding this illegal act.
That's not racketeering though. Racketeering.
There's a different word for that. No, they're not. But if there's already a definition for it, why would you shift it to something? It doesn't make sense.
But isn't that
Somebody just Google this.
Isn't that technically?
I
money
did.
laundering?
So many of the most severe allegations relate to the racketeering conspiracy charge. This includes accusations of kidnapping, drugging, and coercing women to sexual activity,
Hold on.
sometimes using
That's
firearms
cool.
or threats of violence.
What does racketeering mean? Look it up. Without the Diddy. Don't apply Diddy to
Just
it.
look up racketeering.
Racketeering.
If I do that, y'all aren't listening to what I'm saying.
I'm
saying
nigga.
they are redefining it for him, and they are moving forward.
But everything.
But I look it up.
Define it.
Okay, but Amar, everything you just described is a crime in of itself. You don't
Those
have
are all
to bundle
separate-
it into a separate thing. Like, what are we
spitting,
talking
but
about?
But that is
Okay.
what they're doing. I'm not saying y'all are wrong in your logic. What I'm saying
Niggas is
is
trying to make a
y'all
bundle deal for this
Y'all
thing.
are wrong because that's not what they're
cool.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
trying
cool.
to
So
tell
I'm
you.
you're
saying
saying
this- you
they're
can't say
going
it's
to
wrong.
make a new
That's
racketeering
what I'm saying.
to take away the aspect of racketeering, which is built on.
Define it.
Racketeering was originally built on
Not listening.
you, a collection of. I am listening.
So
ahead.
charge a nigga for
Racketeering-
Diddying.
Racketeering
Make
was
some new
originally
shit,
a
'cause it's not
charge where you
racketeering
have
what he's
to
doing.
profit off of these crimes
Yeah.
collectively.
Yeah.
So
Shout
now
out to
you're
Wes.
saying
See,
they're
I'm
going
not
to
saying
make a
nothing.
new racketeering where you don't have to profit. It's just doing a bunch of bullshit.
So
The Frico instead of the Rico.
with the freak off.
The freak
right?
off.
Yeah.
If it's prostitution, but Diddy's power, let's say I heard a story where he invited some Prince dude to come to the crib.
Yes.
Prince dude comes to the crib, he got a shorty with him. The shorty isn't of the interest, it's Diddy trying to take down this Prince dude.
Oh shit.
If his
Wait, what?
That's crazy, right? So if a part of it is I got some boy butt for you. Wow. But that's a part of the business arrangement.
so powerful.
Couldn't that be
No, because you have two
Why not?
consenting.
So charge him with that.
You have it's gross.
enough.
The-
Life, nigga.
Baif, it's gross, but you're talking about two consenting adults doing weird shit.
No,
Shit,
meaning
man.
if I'm buying, I'm Diddy.
Man, that's rough.
And I'm buying the boy butt to offer to my friends as a part
I
of
kind of see why they did it.
enticing them. Couldn't that be considered?
Solicitation
That's called solicitation.
100%.
Yeah.
Rez, they don't hear you, my nigga.
That's what
You
I'm
spitting,
saying.
they don't hear you.
Cassie on the bad boy plane, not as racketeering. You're mixing your business with illegality.
But then you have to prove that the profits are directly connected to the legal activities. So I don't think anyone is buying the Dirty Money album because Dawn was out here. I mean,
But there's no way to prove that. It could be that she.
I'm bugging.
You're not. You're straight not. But they're gonna wrap it up for them.
Yeah.
They're gonna wrap it together for Diddy.
They're gonna say
It's
that
a bundle package.
That's what I keep saying.
you stayed around and you made music and worked for him because of his power and his influence and through doing illegal shit.
Correct.
But
But
Or
to
the
Reggie's
bread
point,
or the bread was drying up.
the illegal act is not what's
What is that?
funding this whole organization,
no.
which is a RICO.
Yeah.
And which is not this. This is a FRICO. This is
So hold up real quick, Darnell, I'm sorry. On the screen is the actual indictment, 14-page indictment.
all we asked for, nigga. I see what you fucking doing.
I'ma read
All we
count
asked for is
one.
the word racketeering. What does it
Please
mean?
look
And I'm trying to explain to y'all,
Nah,
that's
nigga.
not, it's
I
pointless.
understand, but please look up the
It
definition.
isn't pointless.
So I'll look up the definition, but I'm going to also read count one, racketeering and conspiracy. So I'll
ahead.
do that first because I have it up.
please, go ahead.
For decades, Diddy, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, he relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. That is
Arson?
all.
Who he lit on fire?
He blew
He
up
blew
Kid
Kid
Cudi's
Cudi's
car.
car.
That is all
damn,
part
son.
of his racketeering.
Okay.
Cooked.
He is.
All right.
Sex
So-
trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, that's all
So-
part of racketeering.
Okay, so it is not. Hold on.
That's what it's.
I
This
understand.
n's like one of the
I
bad guys
understand.
in John Wick. Like
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
Might be worse.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Might be worse.
So
He's one of the
what?
worst.
All
like
of that shit
John
is
Blake.
awful. All that shit is
John Blake
awful,
now?
and it's illegal, right?
John Blaze.
And I understand
Pause.
what you're saying. They're going to make a new type of racketeering just for.
And
Diddy.
I just read it for you.
Understood.
Yeah.
But racketeering originally was criminal activities happen and they create money.
Correct.
Right.
In this
That
case,
is racketeering.
money is what's funding the illegal activity. So it's just niggas freaking off. Niggas who have access to money, who are doing crimes and are using the money obviously to
fund the crimes.
The crimes, so they could do them more elaborately and more
often.
Yeah.
And
more
while I
often.
don't disagree,
Yeah.
I told you 1,000 times, Reg,
Yeah.
they are redefining. This is
They're
all
trying
precedent.
to. They're
Yes.
trying to. Yes.
It's not trying
that's
because
it.
Nah,
he's
it's
on
gonna work.
trial
Dog,
and
dog.
Niggas right. Nah,
That's
he's
it.
right because it's
An
going to work.
indictment,
It's
at the end of the day,
redefined.
an indictment is an indictment. They could go and they accuse you of everything.
Yeah, they
Right.
redefined
It is their job,
Right.
So
to like come up with whatever charges and to accuse him, right?
Once he's found
It is
guilty.
his. If they find him guilty,
Okay.
then maybe it's
Guilty
valid because that's
of a
where the
RICO.
precedent
so
is set.
if you stop
Cool.
yelling,
That's
I'll tell
what
you
I'm
why they charge you
saying.
racketeering.
Go ahead.
You ready? The racketeering charges.
Hey.
Hold on. How you
particularly-
against him now? This nigga right.
I'm not against him.
It's the most right
Hey.
he's been.
But I'm not against him. I'm
In
just reading.
225 episodes.
I'm about to tell him why they charging him racketeering.
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
The racketeering charge is particularly significant because it allows prosecutors to present a pattern of criminal behavior as part of a broader conspiracy. Rather than treat each alleged offense in isolation, the approach aims to demonstrate that Combs' actions were part of an organized and sustained effort to exploit individuals for personal gain. So by
That's a fact.
presenting a racketeering charge, you're allowed to show way more stuff because you have to try to prove that. When they maybe don't even really want the racketeering charge, they just want to be able to show that's the
as a
support.
tactic to show everything else.
Yeah, to support the other charges.
Which actually fights against your argument where it's like it's just a tactic for them to bring more evidence to make the nigga look like a monster versus
Correct.
actually charging him.
We both
for
saying the same
racketeering.
thing.
No, you weren't.
You're not.
You weren't.
You're
weren't.
not, nigga.
You're saying they're making a new racketeering, my nigga. That's not the,
They are.
that's not the same thing.
All this is precedent setting.
But you're not
Because-
saying what he's saying. What he
You're
said
saying
makes
it's a
it clear.
tactic. They don't even care about the racketeering.
Racketeering
They're
charges
just
out the
using it
window.
to
This
bring
is just
some shit.
to be able to introduce it and the judge not say, chill, nigga, you can't talk about that. That makes
Same
mad
page.
sense.
Huh?
That was worth not yelling for, my nigga. I appreciate
You're
that.
That makes
welcome.
mad sense.
Hey,
How the
I
fuck
got
you
it.
found that anyway?
Chat
Why you ain't
GPT.
looking at?
Yeah.
Why you ain't looking at part?
And you
up,
still
nigga?
ain't give us a
Your shit
definition
don't
for
work.
racketeering.
I will though. I will. I have
You
Your
keep
shit don't
saying
work.
you will. You ain't do it yet.
Yeah, nigga.
You got
Yeah.
it. You got it. You
Yo,
got it.
they're
Crazy.
they're gonna be in the comments wilding because this nigga's right today. The first
Racketeering
time
as
ever.
defined under the law,
Reg, you
specifically
just
within
won
the
some
context of the RICO Act, refers to a pattern of illegal activities committed in furtherance of an enterprise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, so in that case, Reg.
No,
Shut
in
the
furtherance.
fuck
No. In,
Hold on. No,
in
you're right.
furtherance
This
of
typically
I'm
involves
right.
engaging in
I'm
various
gonna keep
criminal
going.
acts
Yeah,
this-
for financial gain.
Yeah,
to,
no, I'm gonna keep
to
going.
build an enterprise. You're using crime to build an enterprise.
Methods
The enterprise comes before the
Wait,
crime in this
methods
case.
like-
What are we talking about?
Hold
Methods
on.
like fraud, extortion, bribery, or threats.
There's a word there that
Those
changes
are all
everything.
in the indictment.
Go ahead.
Typically.
So it doesn't need.
It doesn't need to be there.
This typically,
Need to.
Typically.
I guess.
Typically changes
I
things.
guess. Well, I
it
ain't never
doesn't.
been in the RICO, so I
It
ain't
Neither have I.
me neither.
Typically doesn't change anything. Then why is it there?
Nah, typically changes it, Reg. a little
And
bit.
again,
Typically. That
You're still
means-
spitting though. I fuck with you.
it was a good,
Most of the
debate.
time.
It was a good debate.
I fuck
It
with
was a
you.
good
The
debate.
last Rico I saw
90-10. It was a good
was
90-10.
when Batman
My son was
had-
spitting.
when Batman stopped the mob.
He
That was
fucked
your
you up
last
though a little
Rico.
bit. Yeah.
No, he did. Like it's still
Yeah, he fucked
we're
you
still
up
on
a
the same
little
team. No,
He fucked you up a little bit. Us too.
Nah.
Me too. He fucked us
Yeah.
up. Pause. Because
No,
I was
because
with you.
he justifies it that
No,
the Rico doesn't make sense.
But typically matters.
Oh, that no, it doesn't.
Typically definitely matters.
It
doesn't.
matters. If it
doesn't.
doesn't need to include,
That's your truth, not
even
my
the
truth.
Mars a little bit right.
Yeah.
If it doesn't
Why
need
am a little bit? Why am I
It does.
a little bit?
It does.
'Cause it was a little
you're
bit
wrong,
right.
my nigga.
Okay.
Because it
You're
was a
wrong.
little bit
You know
right.
what,
This
I'll take
nigga's
it. I'll take it.
explanation
I'll
was
take it.
excellent, but
Hey.
he don't get the credit for it. That was ChatGPT. It did all the
Yeah.
work. He just rambled through the shit.
Salute.
Because y'all both
But he
on
found it.
electric devices right now, and
Right.
All right.
We going off the muscle, my nigga. This shit ain't fair.
You-
Niggas is fighting off the muscle.
Y'all should work that shit out a bit more. Than
y'all niggas be arguing on
These hot ass
steroids.
lights. This
Get y'all
nigga want me to
phones,
be
man.
light
Get y'all
skinned so
phones,
bad he
yeah.
put all these fucking high ass lights on me. I can't even
tanning
think
salon.
or see.
It's a tanning salon.
Yeah,
in
this
here.
shit is wild.
Yeah. California tan.
And we all agree the sun is a demon.
Yes.
Going down.
Yo, so Batman was the last Rico I saw stopped. So in my head, I'm like, can you imagine he kicks the door down and he's like, stop, wait. Wait.
What's going on in here?
hold on.
Could have Batman put up
He's
on
like,
Diddy
wait,
Trial.
what do y'all
That got
wait.
going on in here.
Never mind. Never mind.
You just got to think with a battering and be out.
Nigga,
Mix that. I was married to P. Diddy. I didn't know. Fuck you mean? I was
nigga kicked the door down. Where's the drugs? Oh shit.
Yo.
Oh shit. What are y'all doing here?
If they call Mace to the stand
Oh shit.
and be like, "Why? What was in the sink?"
What's in the sink?
Yeah,
No, he just
That
had a
was just
little
a
weaponry in there.
that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That was just a Tuesday.
Pause. That nigga had
Jesus.
shit in there.
Yeah, he's cooked.
It's over. It's over, though.
He's cooked. What's really gonna get is somebody from Bad Boy that works that was part is gonna take the stand.
Yeah.
You can't expect those people to not take the stand.
A bunch of them are.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Everybody.
a lot
You saw how
more
many
than
people
think.
did the
Yeah.
documentary? Yeah.
Because these are people that have good jobs. You know what I mean? Like,
And can't wait.
A bunch
for
of people.
Yeah.
fall of
We haven't seen the smoking gun yet. People think Cassie is like their star witness, and I don't. I
No,
think
they
she's
said
the
their star
furthest
witness
thing-
disappeared.
It's gonna be.
I think they
far-
have a star
Like,
witness.
Like died?
Nah, they can't get in touch with him.
Puff is out there wilding
I was
still.
about to say, that nigga's still connected.
I
Don't
honestly
make
think
it
that's
call.
a tactic. I think that's a tactic so they can't find a star
prepare?
witness. Yeah, I think it's so to throw the defense off.
And
We
then
go-
they bring him
Back him.
last
Oh, we
day,
found
yeah.
him.
Yo,
25 hours before the road. We
They
found him.
do that.
Or
That's
did
some Lincoln lawyer shit.
yeah.
Now we found that
show.
nigga right here.
Great
Right,
show.
right.
Great show.
or Diddy found him. Right.
Yeah, Diddy already
Yeah.
they slit his throat. Pause.
Yeah.
They
They drowned-
gonna bring that nigga to Diddy's cell on a fucking skewer. That nigga's the man, son. In there. He is living life.
He's
son.
like, let me finish eating.
Yeah.
He
Cutting up steaks and shit.
He requested
foie gras.
that they drown that nigga in a tub of baby oil, specifically the baby oil.
Yo, she said they was going through 10 of
Yeah,
the large
yeah.
tubs of
He
baby
said it
oil a
wasn't
day.
enough. It was never enough.
Nah, stop. You gotta
And they,
oil up
and they
again.
had to warm it up first. He was like, yo, y'all gotta warm
He
that shit
told
up.
that, nah, I want you glistening.
Yeah.
It's like more. Yeah.
Niggas is wild for
Said,
participating
I
in that.
want you glistening, son.
And there's a nigga that's standing there with a fucking suit on at the door like this, and all he do is apply more of that shit with a straight face.
Wildin'.
And he ordered him straight from Buckingham Palace. Boy, nigga's an actual
The
god.
baby oil company is taking like nobody's buying that shit no more.
Yeah, but niggas wasn't copping it before.
Yeah.
I have babies, my nigga. I have 3.
They
I
have
never-
baby oil?
No, I
Baby
never
oil
been to the crib.
gel used to be official.
For what? For what?
Wait, hold on. He just said the porn industry be buying.
My son Tego Calderon, he knows.
Tego got the big one.
I was like, wait.
Tego wildin'. What cars got going on? Yo, Primo was bugging out. Hold on. Why he got so much information? Yo, you niggas is wild.
You want the $5?
Chris, you got man.
That's the Rico right there. You get wrapped up.
You got
Wrap it up, B. You get wrapped up too. Y'all done. Y'all done up. Both y'all niggas.
Like a burrito, y'all. Going
It's over, man.
about to be.
99 cent cheesy devil beef burrito. It's over, my nigga. You out
Yo,
of here.
and what's crazy is like I think they're bringing charges down on like anybody that at any point in time, like, because the public's willing to accept anything now. So it's like I'm not saying Diddy's not a monster. What I'm saying is, like, people are leaning and more inclined to believe anything at this point. So as soon as somebody pull up and they be like, oh yeah, like, I'm retroactively taking the pussy back and then, like, whatever, like, dog, anything is a charge now. Yeah. So it's like, it's best to just stay in the house, man.
Yeah, that's why you get a joint, close the door, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Get wifed up.
And chill.
Yeah.
That's it.
And salute to Lil Wayne, because I don't think that's a problem that he kicked that shorty out on Mother's Day. It's not just like, nigga.
He preemptively avoided a charge.
It was funny.
But what are we supposed to do?
That was a Be a Man post. Be a Man. He was like, get a divorce on Mother's Day.
Word.
Yeah, like,
Be a man.
Yeah, like, what's the problem?
That's wild.
I'm just saying it's not a divorce.
Nah.
You got a whole grown kid. That's not my issue. Whatever you did something. Nigga, it's Lil Wayne. You ain't about to tell us the shit you did. You did something to Lil Wayne. You go on her pictures. She's on here shaking ass and all of that. That's not indicative of someone that lives in Lil Wayne house.
Word.
Your photos and your videos that you post on the internet are appealing to niggas, right?
Yeah.
And that's not indicative of somebody that lives in Lil Wayne's crib.
You just mad you ain't catch the next nigga before he kicked you out.
Before you got shook loose, bitch. Excuse me, that sounds on some.
No, you was right. You was spitting. No, you was spitting.
Listen, lady, get the
I say
fuck
it for
up,
you, yeah, bitch.
Get the fuck up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Because Lil Wayne can live his life, nigga, and he deserves to do so.
Dog, joints are never gonna
to drop you on Mother's Day. You not his mother or his kid's mother. That doesn't apply.
The joints never.
No, nigga.
Kid mother.
Nah,
Hell no, that nigga's
That's
kid's
not his
Dewan
kid.
age. That girl's
That's not
Dewan's
his kid.
age.
It's valid.
That's not
His
kid.
daughter.
And like we can't slander Wayne. He's an amazing father apparently. Like all his kids,
Correct.
like, he's a
And
great
they all
dad.
in his life.
Yeah,
They all fuck
and
with
he spent time
Look
with
at that,
every. He
Amar.
find time to spend time with every
They have
single
kids?
one of them.
Hell no,
If they
don't do that.
I'm going through it right now.
They don't have a kid together.
She has a grown adult child.
This is a kid she had before him.
I thought she was pregnant when she was with him at one point.
Nah. She just
And
like,
she used to
just-
be fire, and then
Yeah.
she got on the Zempic and fucked it all up. And that nigga
she was
probably
just-
That's
tired
how
of
he
that.
kicked it.
Yeah. Yo,
Ozempic or whatever, one of them
yo.
shits.
The problem is, and
It used to be substantial.
Roast
Wayne ain't-
Sparks.
obviously-
This other shit they be taking, Roast Sparks?
obviously that's crazy.
That's the hairline shit.
Yeah.
That's what niggas for.
Yeah.
What's
You
that
better
with-
not. You
what's that
doing
with
it? You doing
with
an ad
hey,
for them? They niggas ain't even got a check.
Yeah, you better chill.
Yeah, take that back.
You gonna get it soon.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yo,
Told you I'm
so-
fucking tall.
So the problem is, and like obviously like
She
single
looks good,
moms.
though, still. She
Yeah,
still does.
single moms. Shout out to single moms. Shout outs to women trying to whatever. Joints are never going to tell you what they did. They're just going to pull up and be like, well, he kicked me out, or this happened, or that happened. So like obviously,
You're not gonna tell us that part.
yeah.
You're not gonna tell us that part. And Wayne is not being
Out of-
physically
out of-
aggressive or none of that.
Out
dumb
of
shit.
nowhere,
Stop.
this man who's been with you for X amount of years just decided out of nowhere, like we just gonna say niggas is crazy. Out of nowhere to just kick you out. He's just a crazy, unreasonable person.
Right, and there's never been no reports of this nigga
Yeah.
acting crazy or being like a maniac or being aggressive or nothing. Nigga never slapped nothing, never punched nothing, never kicked nothing. You don't. He said better wear that latex because you don't want that latex. That I think I'm latex. Hey man, you might got that. He said, listen, get the fuck up out of here. Right? That's it. Leave him alone, my nigga.
That's why they had a kid.
So-
Nah, he don't, nigga. He takes care of his kids.
Yeah, I think
Is
my
it-
dad-
Famously, he does.
Could he have waited today? Maybe. But maybe he didn't feel like waiting.
Exactly. And why is that newsworthy?
And maybe she violated on Mother's Day.
It's only newsworthy because she said that he abused her.
Did you
But he
see
didn't though, son.
Fam,
He didn't. Niggas be lying. man.
everything's abuse now? That's crazy.
Niggas be
Now
lying.
he's abusing as soon as he got rid of you, he's abusing you?
I don't stand up for nobody no more.
Word
You're
up.
right. You're right. You're right.
Fuck
I was
that.
about to say,
I
Reg,
don't
that
stand
ain't
up
like
for
a
nobody
listen,
no more.
that ain't like
What I'm saying is the nigga that's
unbelievable, but-
abusing you isn't asking you to leave. He's probably asking you to leave to avoid any type of abuse.
I'm not
Now-
fighting for. Oh, yo, he did.
Yeah,
I'm not
I ain't-
saying-
What I'm
I
saying
ain't
is,
saying nothing
I
on
don't see
this
the
shit.
proof.
he right.
And if he,
What
and
I'm saying is,
and if he abused
I
you,
be
call the
tired
cops.
of it a little bit. Like sometimes, man. Like I hope somebody will stand up for me. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like I feel like, damn, son, it's
Nigga.
unfair, man. We
Yo.
all of a sudden we just jump as soon as it come out. Pause. You got to make up your mind and say you on somebody's side. And in this case, I'm on Wayne's side.
Yo,
Oh, I
that's
ain't
like
on
the
nobody's side.
Nigga, you
Diddy
using your
Cassie
phone,
shit?
What it is.
the same
like
phone that
MAGA.
you would.
Huh?
the Diddy Cassie shit is like MAGA. Like there's people that's like, nah, Puff ain't do it. Let him free. It's an injustice. He's locked up in there.
Niggas
Puff
over there.
ain't do it though. Nigga,
Yeah.
what is that?
Trying to
AI?
buy NBC.
Come on, let's
And
not
then,
do that.
it's
can't say
crazy.
that.
It's
You can't,
computer
though.
generated ass
Can't say
whooping.
that.
And then there's other people that's like, nah, he needs to set him on fire. Like it's like very.
Yeah, but you
Line
can't-
drawn.
you just it can't be that. It can't be that.
But that's how the
That's
internet
we
is
seen it.
now.
Yeah, we watched
The
it.
internet is like cut and dry, and we're talking about something that has nuances.
Nah,
In
I
terms of-
don't think there's any nuance with that.
No, he's a monster. What I'm saying is, like, people pick one side or the other.
Yeah.
Two things could be right. She could have been wrong in some instances, but that doesn't make him whatever as a
I ain't
monster.
even
I'm
doing
just
that.
saying, dog, if if you're saying you got like the UTI from Satan and you still spinning back to cheat on your husband who's apparently saving you.
What
like,
that got to do with Diddy? What he doing though?
I didn't say he's not a monster. What I'm saying is two things could be true.
We just can't bring up the fact that she's wrong at all right now.
He's
What?
shoving himself in.
Nah,
Yeah, that's
I can-
victimizing the
you was
victim,
on
so it's
it.
kind of
I'm
tough.
not.
But now he's
She
doing
can-
that red shit. He's
I'm not
shoveling it
saying
back on
no.
himself.
I'm not saying she's not a victim. I'm saying you
He like
guys
to wallow in shit.
You guys are operating in a world where you could want something to still be a victim. There's such a
But
thing
I
as
think the issue with the conversation, Reg, is that she's not on trial, so we don't even have to discuss her.
We don't have to.
We
even
could
bring up.
just keep it on the guy who's might
My bad.
potentially lose his freedom.
I forgot. I thought this was America, my nigga.
You allowed to say whatever the fuck you want,
Exactly.
nigga. It's
So
what
that's
you
what I was
thought.
doing.
You right.
Yeah.
All I'm saying
Anyways.
is, and then we're
And
allowed
then
to
people
reply,
gonna
nigga.
say-
And we're allowed to reply, and
victim
we're
will-
saying, nah,
Everybody's
Reg, you
gonna
wild.
say,
Yeah.
You're right.
y'all niggas gotta let Reg talk. Y'all
Yeah.
never let him
Word.
talk. Cause Reg be on some bullshit sometimes.
I wonder
Alright,
if they
Got it.
You was valid, but now you starting to go back into the.
But I mean, that's his
Hey,
thing,
what-
nigga. That's Reg.
What's
Let him-
crazy?
let him
We
wild.
cutting him off. We trying
As far as
she
far as
staying
the-
off his name.
the
if
point
she didn't
you
say
can't- the
anything,
point- the-
hold on a second. If she
Yeah.
didn't say anything, she'd probably be on the other side of Rico though.
Very
That's it.
possible.
No, it was like I don't know if she would even say anything because she's there because there was a federal what's that called?
Yeah, but I'm saying if she wasn't on that side, she
There's
could
a
be on the
federal
other side of
subpoena.
Rico.
She had to go in.
Whack shit is though, like to Reg's point, you already got the bread, man. What happened to the hush money?
Yeah.
She told how much
No,
it was. and
it's a
everything.
federal
Yeah.
subpoena. You can't you have to go in.
Yeah.
Supersedes NDAs and all that and settlement.
The
Well, she got
thing
20
with
million.
the Wayne situation, the only thing I'm saying is, again, if he did a crime, my nigga, I absolutely go sit in jail. But that same phone you use to go online and tell people all that shit, you could have used to call the fucking cops if you was being abused. That's all I'm saying.
Probably wasn't a crime to report.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You
wasn't
the
a crime
assault was like
I'm not
Are you talking
saying
about Cassie
nothing.
in this situation?
no, I'm talking about Wayne's.
No,
joint.
you're talking about
it's financial
Denise
assault.
Wayne.
You was in the big
That's
house.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not on board with that at all. He's wild. What I'm saying is with the Wayne shit though, it just doesn't.
That's
make
what
sense.
I was saying.
When
Wayne's
listening to her-
joint.
Yeah, when I was listening to her response or whatever shit when she was crying on the internet, I'm like, dog, what did he do wrong?
Yeah,
When a nigga tells you get out of his crib,
you gotta leave.
right? That's just right, and that's what else? What we talking about?
Yeah.
Why is this news?
There's a degree of entitlement after a while when you're around someone that has something.
Something's
you start
happened
to.
in there.
True story. You could let somebody borrow something and they hold on to it to a degree so long that they start to believe it's theirs.
Yeah.
And you got
So
to
she
borrow
was
that
just
shit back.
to borrow your own shit back. So she's in that
fact.
crib, and after a certain amount of time, she starts to feel like that's her crib until niggas remind her it's not.
Word.
You ain't do the multitude of songs. You ain't right.
I don't think you're
Loud
wrong,
about-
Reg. I just think moving forward, reserving the right to be the fuck quiet. I'll wait till more come
we
out.
not get judged
Because
on
if
it.
3 more women come out and say something about him, then we gonna be like,
The whack shit is though,
Yeah.
like even if they do say something about him, right? That's totally different than what she's saying. What she's saying right now, so far, I might be wrong. When this comes out, pause. It might be more story. What she's saying now is that nigga kicked her out of his house. There was no reasoning, right?
But he didn't really need a reason.
It's my house. If you look at her page, she doesn't post in according with a wife.
Word.
Yes or no? Right? I should never know what your butt cheeks look like.
Word up.
Yes, I mean, I'm wilding. Why is it so
How you
fucking
saying?
silent in here?
No,
Nigga, I'm agreeing with
I
you.
haven't seen the page.
I'm asking the question.
Nigga, I'm saying yes.
Nah, nigga, I know you're gonna agree with that. I'm saying I want to make sure these niggas.
I was waiting for him to scroll down. I thought there was gonna be butt cheeks there.
Hold on, but if there's butt cheeks out, do I not
Uh-huh.
reserve the right that you know what this isn't going the way I thought?
Yeah, even if
Nigga,
it's not, and
I
it's your
prefer
house.
a joint where
You
what's
kick
it
her
called?
out.
And then you gotta think about it. Every joint he's ever dealt with has only spoken highly of him.
Son, to this day.
Every
So,
joint.
she also has said it's not just emotional abuse.
Yeah.
He actually put his fucking hands on me, and I have other women who I know he put hands on.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be the fuck quiet.
Yeah, man.
Y'all
I think
can
it's
make whatever
bullshit.
argument y'all want, but if
Word.
other women start to come out and say, now we feel empowered and
Yeah,
we have these
okay.
stories,
I hear you.
Okay.
I
That's the
ain't got
thing.
nothing to say. I ain't
If he's
defending
hating
him.
on the joints, I ain't fucking with him. Cool.
So-
Charge him, do your thing.
Do your thing, yeah.
You still don't get to live there.
Oh, I agree with you. She left though.
All I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
she left.
ain't really much to say. Nigga, get out.
Because
Get out.
we're
Just
we're-
get out.
we're getting
left.
to a point now,
But-
right?
Or put some pants on and have some respect in your post.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
Right?
Like, you have the right to do that, and she got the right to
What's
go.
the Muslim
He was
thing?
hitting me. Yeah.
The Muslim thing is like a
And-
hijab.
Does she have the
That's
right
the
to do
hip
that
rap.
if that's not
Oh,
true?
because I prefer
No,
the
no,
full
she
cover.
doesn't. If it's not true, she doesn't. I agree.
No
with
cheeks
that.
up.
Yeah.
I-
A full
I'm saying-
cover.
Yeah, full
The
cover.
hijab.
Yeah, word up. But what I was saying is, if my thing is I'm on the side of what it's supposed to be, which is innocent until proven guilty, right? So if we're saying that someone did something, you have to at least give somebody the space in the room to defend themselves, because that's the culture that encourages or condones false accusations and all that other shit. If somebody did something, I'm not on their side. I'm on the side of what really happened. So if a nigga did nothing, and we're automatically like, as soon as a woman makes an accusation, this nigga's a fucking demon. Like, dog, what protection does that create? Because at the end of the day, like, I mean, we all have daughters, but somebody might have a son. How do you feel when there's false accusations for that? Or matter of fact, you're a man. What happens to your parents or your daughters when someone decides to make an accusation for you? Because now we've just created a culture of whatever she say goes.
And that's not what I said. What I said is
proof,
I
dog.
reserve the right to shut the fuck up.
I ain't mad at that. Yo, did y'all watch the nigga Kenyon and Kenyon Martin and
Nick Young?
Nick Young?
Yeah.
That shit was funny as a motherfucker, son. Yo, we tell each other shut the fuck up 20 times a day. Like,
So what happened?
Never been that. Kenyon Martin, you like, I just feel like he was
old
having,
South nigga.
Yeah, I just feel like he was having trouble articulating, right? And he was stumbling through his shit a little bit, and he was talking about something heartfelt to him. Greg Popovich. And Nick was over there playing around, talking and shit, but he's off camera. So if Darnell has the tight shot pause right now, and we discussing something, we shouldn't really be throwing him off, to be honest. If he's discussing something to the camera or talking, but it's like he was just paying attention to that. He was visibly annoyed, and he was like, I'm trying to make this, not tell this nigga to shut the fuck up while I'm talking. Nick Young he ate it at first. Pause, he was like, yo, my fault, OG, go ahead, man. Like, yo, you the same age as Greg Popovich anyway, so you know what I mean? Y'all niggas look just alike. And the shit was kind of funny, man, because then Gilbert Arenas was like this, trying not to look at it. And the nigga was like, man, look at my phone. Don't be scared, man. Because Kmart was over there still snapping. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and all that shit is mad.
And Nick Young was just sitting there.
Nick Young was chilling at first, but then he kept doing it. It was like he was bullying him. He said, why I gotta shut the fuck up, man? Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. Why? And then after a while, he said, nobody's gonna make me shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He got his pride got in the way, which is, you know what I mean? Whatever. But it's like, that doesn't happen here because we all respect each other.
Yeah.
But we say shut the fuck up to each other 20 times an episode.
Yeah.
And it's never been that. It's like, that's why I feel like this shit is fire. Like, we can just talk however we want, but there has to be respect.
Yeah, but I think there's definitely underlying respect, but I think it's also underlying friendship outside of like.
Nah, they clearly friends too.
Nah, I think they're friends.
Nigga, they ride afterwards. They ride together in the same shuttle to their cars. This is Gilbert Arenas' house, nigga. This is in his basement.
Yeah.
They got to ride together afterwards.
So what,
to go
niggas
pick up
was
their
drinking?
cars.
Because that's very extreme reaction.
I think Kenyon Martin's just like a older, like.
I think it's a personality thing.
Yeah, I think the person, because
he is a bully. 100% he's a bully. 100%.
Nick Young and Gilbert, they're gonna sit there and joke, especially when they together. That's what they do. They joke and laugh and this and that. So if you try to be serious, they don't give a fuck about you being serious.
At all.
Yeah, so he wasn't with it. And he takes the slightest anything, he's gonna.
Yes. But he's a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bully. It's
He
a
is.
personality thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't be around him for too long. I don't think I wouldn't want to be around him.
I think.
Can you?
I think he makes part. I think there's a part for him on the show. He plays a significant role.
Facts.
But he tries
And
to.
McCants plays a good role. Like the only nigga that don't matter is my son in the middle.
Brandon Jennings.
No.
Oh, Darnell.
Yeah. What's my son's name though?
Oh no.
Julio or whatever. What's my son's name?
I have no idea what his name
That
is.
nigga is
He got
funny.
another pod too.
He got his own.
Really?
Yeah, he got
That's
another
what's up.
pod.
I
But
watch it.
the rest of them niggas, they all play a significant role.
That's a fact.
Even Brandon Jennings doesn't talk a lot, but he plays a role.
Yeah,
But
once Nick Young came,
he
Brandon
gets
got a little
mad
pod.
passionate about certain shit.
Yeah.
So it works. You know what I'm saying? Kmart, he matters. But I feel like he gets frustrated quick.
Too quick.
Because of his voice and shit, and he can't get his thoughts out. And this nigga Gilbert
He got
Arenas-
beige rage.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas is kind of like sharp. He's kind of witty. He's the wittiest
He's been
one.
doing this for a while. Yeah.
He's the wittiest one up there. And then Nick Young is like full blown, like he has a mental block.
Facts.
But he's hilarious, my nigga.
Yes.
He
He's
is
my favorite
hilarious.
person on the cast.
For sure, he's the funniest
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Nigga, he's still joking.
Yeah.
This nigga's being intimidated and he's saying, nigga, you the same age as this nigga anyway. I don't care, man. You want to talk like you on the porch and shit. Yo, I don't know why it made me
real
laugh.
slow, like
Yeah,
it's
it
real
sounds
weird.
like a addict in recovery. almost.
Yes. Like something
You know what I'm
wrong.
saying?
Like yeah,
like
it's
he
a
got
delay
his
or
jaw
something.
wired.
Yeah.
He's still recovering from some shit.
He's really funny though.
Yeah, he's mad.
They only talk sports shit. I've seen clips. I've never watched the whole show.
Yeah, it's usually
Yeah,
based in
just
sports.
For the most part.
Did y'all watch the shit on Netflix? The Gilbert
The
Arenas.
guns, the gun shit.
Yeah, shooting
Nah,
guards.
Yeah, shooting guards.
I ain't watching yet.
Nah, you gotta watch. You gonna
was
like
good?
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I ain't
pretty
watched
good.
it
It was good.
I heard him tell the story mad times though.
But apparently the real reason why they gave him so many games
Yeah.
was because what he used to do, like whenever they went to Phoenix or Arizona or something, because he was from there.
Yeah.
No, not from there, but he played
Yeah.
College ball. He was college ball.
He
there.
got into guns from his girlfriend's dad in college. He had like
Yeah.
a crazy gun collection. He said, yo, when I get to the NBA, I'm gonna buy a gun collection.
Yeah.
So he did it, and then he knows when he goes to Phoenix, he just walk in the store, get a gun, they don't ask anything, rocket or whatever he wants, right?
Rocket launcher.
And he said, yeah, just put it in my bag and
Yeah.
I'll get back on the team plane and fly it to DC.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So now the NBA finds it, they're like, yo, you can't be trafficking guns.
Yeah.
Using our jets.
Yeah.
Like,
On the
yeah.
jets.
The God of War.
Yeah, so that's why he got the
Yeah.
50 games really.
Yeah.
And then the other guy just fucked his life up after that.
He said them niggas would try to front on him though. Like he was rolling dice and they wouldn't pay.
Yeah, it was,
yeah.
gambling was a part. That's why he backed it out.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
had to bring that.
But then you just gotta stop gambling. Like
Nah,
that's
but
crazy.
niggas still gotta pay. Cause you would
like-
expect me to pay, so nah, nigga,
Yeah,
you gotta
but
pay.
then is that worth pulling the gun?
It
out
ain't.
and
It ain't.
losing? Yeah.
100, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Just stop gambling.
Shit is
The
foolish.
crazy
Yeah.
part,
However, your pride gets in the way when a nigga don't pay. Nah, what you mean? You ain't like how we what
And then
right?
when you like off Rodeo in that small apartment, like yeah, like it's not worth it.
it started over $200.
My nigga, that's crazy.
Gilbert wasn't even in the game.
Yeah.
He was like on the plane, like someone else sleeping, and they playing, I think was it Blu-ray or whatever. Card
I don't
game
know what they
playing.
call it, but because I don't know that card game, but yeah, they were playing some card game.
And did Javaris Crittenton front the guy money, or somebody fronted Javaris the money?
I think they gave the money to Javar.
Yeah, so they fronted Javaris like he was empty. They fronted 200. He went back up crazy, like 10,000.
'Cause he just didn't have 200 in his pocket.
Yeah, none
Right.
of them do. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So the guy, somebody on the table was like, yo, give him his 200 back because you up 10,000. He was like, nah, after the game, I'm not gonna give you the money back so you get hot. You know what I mean? So an argument happens between that, and then Gilbert Arenas says, yo, it's something about like, yo, give him the money or whatever it was. And he was like, yo, don't you owe me money too?
Yeah.
To Gilbert Arenas. And Gilbert Arenas was like, yo, you gotta get the money from me, like you gotta shoot me for it or some shit like that. And he's
See?
like, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
It's
Pride.
just that
And then,
fast.
yeah, Javaris
Pride.
Chris said something about, don't make me, like I gotta, and he said, I'll bring the gun for you.
Yeah.
And then Gilbert
what I'm
Arenas doubled down and brought 2 guns from to choose from with a note.
yeah,
See what
man.
I'm saying? It's
Niggas
just that
get
fast.
too comfortable. It's like
Nah,
that's
nigga,
crazy.
we all been there. Nigga, just young and brash, and nigga, your pride gets.
And
in
now
the way,
I
it's
can't back
stupid.
down and you can't back down.
Exactly,
Yeah.
my nigga.
Yeah.
And now
we don't have those
somebody's
issues
family
because
can't
we're
eat
grown
anymore.
men.
Obviously,
But
yeah.
as young men, nigga, that's all that's
Yeah.
out.
That's
all
very-
that's
it's
out.
very
Billions
possible.
of dollars.
Yo, niggas,
Obviously.
niggas over a quarter. My man got his whole face blown in half. Nigga, Paul, niggas cut. You know what I'm saying? Half his shit is in a napkin wrapped up.
If-
over saying, so tell me I'm burnt. So just tell me I'm burnt. How many times you gonna say this, my nigga? We sitting there playing a fucking quarter game. A quarter.
That's wild.
And he said, nah, so tell me I'm beat, nigga. I'm beat. You're not gonna pay me? He said, I'm gonna pay you, man. I'm gonna pay you. But it's a room full of niggas sitting here. After a while, like, dog, how many times you go, all right, my nigga, you burnt. Wow, hit him. You know what I mean? Immediately. He split his whole shit in half. Over a quarter.
That's wild.
That was dumb, my nigga.
Yeah.
But you pushed the issue.
You kept going.
You made him do that. You made him. I would have been like, all right, I'm gonna go get the quarter right now, man. So you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I go get the quarter.
The-
like
the thing is crazy.
Instead
I've
of saying
seen-
you beat, there was a reason he was asking you to say
He
that.
just wanted to play you.
Nigga was baiting you to
Yeah.
do that. There was no reason for it. You know what I mean?
I've seen niggas get
Pride
like
get in the way though.
get like stabbed over like a bad dice game or some shit like that. But
Where
like,
you was at? You
these are-
seeing niggas getting stabbed at, Reg? Yeah.
The mean streets of rainwater.
That's what I'm saying, Reg.
Nah,
Stabbings over there?
Nah, it wasn't in
Streets
rainwater.
of
word?
This was
Reg, you
in-
always
at the
shooting
precinct.
dice though. That's a
yeah,
fact.
this is in Elizabeth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And Reg ran away with the bread. Niggas like, oh shit, Reg started cleaning the pot up and got out of there.
I held the breath for everybody.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, you was the bank.
Yeah, nah. I was
Wow,
definitely
Reg.
playing CeeLo. But what happened was niggas got stabbed over a couple of dollars. The problem with this is these people don't have it. So like there's almost a level of logic of you're cheating me out of money I don't have. These niggas have bread.
Yeah.
This is equivalent to maybe 2 cents or 20 cents to you.
Pure pride, Reg.
So
You
it's
can't try
strictly
to apply
pride.
that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't apply logic.
That's
to
why
it.
I'm saying the niggas who got stabbed, they needed that money.
They did too, nigga. Their pride needed it. I couldn't let you, nigga. What? We all been there.
Yeah.
did dumb
No,
shit
I
over
get
pride.
it.
Come
I
on,
get it.
man.
I'm just saying it's a different level of like stupidity.
Yo, the wildest part of that documentary was Nick Young was like, they were sitting in the gun safety meeting. Like I guess each NBA team has this gun safety meeting about why you can't bring guns to the facility at the beginning of the year. Yeah. They said Gilbert Arenas walks in with a BB gun and shoots Nick Young. Bow!
In the meeting.
Yeah, they said the instructor act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It just kept going because it was Gilbert Arenas. They were just like,
It's a wild nigga. You can tell by his eyes though, he's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Or
There was a I didn't
he
watch
says
the
he
whole
doesn't know how to
thing.
stop.
There
you
was
can
a,
see it in his eyes though. Even when he's talking, how like elated he gets about certain topics, he's kind of crazy.
And any nigga that wear jersey, jeans, and flip flops.
Come on, man.
insane.
You ain't see when he's doing that dance when his kid scores?
Yo.
He has flops on, no socks, full-blown Michael Jordan jeans, like the long shits, pause. And nobody even addresses
The
this.
boyfriend jeans.
Yeah.
He is
Belt-
dangerous.
With a belt on and his shirt tucked in. I look
He
back
is
like
dangerous.
Gilbert, he's crazy, son. He's a physical threat because he's not gonna punch you or, you know what I'm saying? You're getting shot, son.
Yes.
Crazy.
Fact.
Yes, that's
Just leave him alone, son. Just leave him alone.
Buck stops dead.
There was
It was wild,
a
nigga.
It's
documentary
mad obvious, too.
on Netflix
wild.
where I think a woman and her father killed her husband or some shit. I didn't watch
Yo,
I was
nigga,
gonna ask
it
you
is so fucking blatant.
it. Yeah, please tell me what happened.
American murder mystery or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Bang. It doesn't explain what happened because they just never show you. The nigga do his time. They end up locking up the girl and the dad. Long story short, niggas is in Ireland. He hires a joint to come over and be a nanny because his wife dies. Like they had a beautiful, perfect relationship. Nothing wrong happened, but she just died. Some cancer or whatever it is. Hires some joint. She comes over. She has like a plan. Like, damn, this nigga got bread. He's a good person. I'm gonna get him to move back to America and take all his money. The nigga falls for it. He goes over there. Boom. Having a perfect relationship and shit. But the nigga, they try to paint him as a villain. And he's just not.
Nah, yeah.
Even in her little secret recordings, she tries to piss him off and shit. And the way he talks is just so mellow and calm. He never uses his word, like a curse word. He'll be like, well, I just asked you, could you be here at 7 p.m. so I could eat dinner with my family? After getting off of work, I would like to eat with all of y'all. And she was just like, and she's trying to be difficult. And he was just like, no, it's okay. I just, if you didn't want to do that, you could have explained that on the phone. Nigga, this is the argument? This is what they're using on Netflix, saying that he's a villain. This is what he said. I would like to have eaten dinner with my family at a table at 7 p.m. This is dead serious. That's the worst y'all can find.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
this
probably
nigga's
the
an
worst
angel,
find.
nigga.
The trailer
Dog.
looked like they set him up.
They did, nigga. So bang. Long story short, the nigga's in the basement. Her dad lives with them in the basement in this man's house. So he's upstairs. He says he hears them fighting, runs upstairs with a bat and hits him because he has her in the chokehold. He says, this is how you know they lying. He had her you don't choke nobody like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Frontwards. If I'm choking her frontwards, how did you hit the back of my wig? It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
He's saying, I'm looking at my daughter in the face. So that means he had her in the fiend. This way. You don't get you don't have access to the back.
Because you just see the back of his head at that point.
Correct. If I'm choking her this way, that would make more sense if you didn't see her.
Yeah.
He said he's looking at his daughter in the face. So how do you access the back of his head? I'm going to kill her. That's what the man says. So he says he's just trying to protect his daughter.
Yeah.
His daughter fucked that man up. It was a crazy bloody. They said it's the most brutal crime scene they've seen because of the blood splatter everywhere, and it was with a fucking brick. They said they hit that man over 100 times with that brick. You know what I mean? Like they could see the fucking
Damn.
the SKU number of the brick on the nigga's face and shit.
7, 12,
They beating the nigga with the brick. The pops comes upstairs and he's an FBI. He's an FBI
30-year career as an FBI agent.
counterintelligence agent.
Oh, he knew how to get that right.
He didn't though.
Nah,
Yeah, 'cause I was
that
like,
was
this is mad
reckless and
evidence.
messy.
He straight didn't. If he had a plan, he would have put a better plan together.
Oh, they still end up doing time?
Nigga, yeah. How you gonna explain this shit? It's fucking ludicrous in the court.
Oh.
This shit is ridiculous in court. Saying, I had to hit this nigga 118 times.
They said he was hit like
Why?
literally all over.
And this nigga was an FBI analyst, so they got there and he was just like, yeah, I didn't. They say,
Why they paint him as a bad guy then?
because nigga, they had to. They had to try to make it look like, he was a bad person. That's why she had to kill him. He has a history of abuse and which he doesn't. They turned the kids against him. So crazy. Those are his children from Ireland. They turn him against him so crazy. They come into the room. They ask, yo, what's up with dad? And he's like, yo, dad, sometimes he gets mad. He chokes mommy, man. Word. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga can't keep his hands off her neck. But it's so obvious fed.
Yeah.
The wording, it is exactly what she said to say. And later on, the kid understands, hold on, that's what she told us to say. And says it in the court.
Damn.
She told us to say
She
that.
told us to say that about my dad. My dad was an angel, nigga. He would have never did this.
Because they
Kid
probably
like six.
never seen
Yeah.
it.
Kid
She
like
probably
6,
just
8.
said it over and
Never.
over.
That's never happened.
Yeah.
How many? She even asked the interviewer asked the kid, how many times did you see mom and dad argue and he ends up putting his hands on her? And the kid says, maybe once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the wording's too perfect.
Yeah, it's not what a kid would say.
Yeah, someone told us they're gonna say that, and they just don't pick up on it or whatever shit. So the one time they end up dropping the case or some shit, and they have to pick it back up, and they give them like some light shit. They're already out. They're both out during the documentary.
Wow.
So they're talking free. You know what I'm saying?
And this happened in the 90s?
Nah, this was recent, nigga, 2012 or some shit like that.
And she got the bread?
Nah, ain't no bread, nigga. Ain't no bread to get. They came and swiftly took those kids back to Ireland. He wrote it like this. Think about this, my nigga. If something is to happen to me in the will, I want my sister in Ireland back home to take my kids. I don't want this lady to have my kids. What type of shit she
He
had
should have
going
dipped on her.
Yeah.
What type of shit did she had go?
Yeah.
There was something going on in that house.
Yeah, he should have dipped on her.
You know what I'm saying? For him to say, and he was making it very clear, I'm going back to Ireland.
Yeah.
Every couple months they would have an argument about it. He would say, well, listen, I'm about to, a few more months, I'm going back, I'm moving back. He had dual citizenship.
Yeah.
His kids were citizens of Ireland too. So he had a plan to go back anyway. But then in his will, I don't want this lady to have my money or my kids.
And she probably didn't know that, so she
Nah.
thought if she killed him, she
So
was gonna get the bread.
at the day she killed him, she went out and tried to put the
Will together.
try to put the paperwork in to adopt the children so they could be legally hers.
So she could
But
get the bread.
they fronted on that because Shorty, the sister, she loves her brother. They were in
Yeah.
contact every day.
So she
She
knew.
flew over here immediately as soon as it happened, and then tried to start, you know what I mean, the process, and ended up getting the custody of the kids. So it's crazy because it's like, dog, this was so avoidable, nigga. Go back home, dog. You know what I mean? You end up dying and shit.
People really
people
be
are-
choosing maniacs, man.
And the people, like you said, it's like Marga, like the country split in half. Some people are on her side, and some people believe him.
Yeah.
I believe the nigga, man.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to and then if he assaulted her, I don't believe it took 100 hits to stop this nigga
Dog,
from
hit that nigga 100-something times with this bat and this brick.
Yeah. Making sure a nigga can't
Yeah.
tell his side of the story is very evident in terms
And the
of
dad was just being a real nigga. I'm just holding my daughter down.
Yeah.
I hate this nigga. That's my kid. I'm not mad at homie. And he didn't do nothing wrong. But my kid is in a fucked up, precarious situation with a dead nigga on the floor with 3 liters of blood all over the place. You feel me?
You kind of stuck at that point.
Yeah, and he got to use his crime scene intelligence and shit and experience to throw the people off. And his shit didn't work. They still gave that nigga years, you know what I mean? But he just got out mad
they
fast.
should have got old girl with the Tigers to pull up.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin, she know how to get rid of it.
She got a service.
Yeah, she should be running around Florida cleaning shit up.
I've heard that if you could feed a whole person to a pig. Is
A
that
pig?
true?
Yeah,
Pig gotta
bones
be
and all of
hungry.
that.
And
The
you
issue is
need a couple of
the
pigs.
issue is the teeth. There's nothing they don't break down. Like there's no overtime they'll break and nothing. The issue is the teeth. They're gonna find a dentistry no matter what. They're gonna shit those out.
Yeah.
So even the bones, they'll break down to an extent.
Yeah.
But the teeth, nothing happens to teeth. You can find teeth 3 million years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
There's no way
But
to
Carol Baskin's
You would have to
Karen.
pulverize the teeth and then use it
Oh,
as
like
a
dust.
Yeah.
Remember, she had
LeBron James.
Carol Baskin's had the meat grinder thing. Pause.
What?
You're right about teeth. Like,
Yeah.
they're never gonna get
Yeah, you just put them on a table and hit them with a hammer and make dust out of them. That's not. What do you mean? Man? What's up with this thing? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, everyone.
But you're a murderer, so usually they're meticulous.
That's what I'm saying.
Good murder.
But that's not true. They're not.
I'm saying the good ones.
Yeah, like
Carol
now-
Baskin's bought the grinder, grinded everything down,
and fed it to the whole
and then
block.
fed it to the Tigers.
Yeah.
And fed it to the whole block. Everybody's eating this.
Put it
type
in
of
biscuits
stuff.
and shit like that.
So she had,
So pigs are used for like removal of pests.
getting rid of bodies.
Yeah.
Word.
But you imagine she has the grinder or whatever. She probably do the body in there with a ton of other bullshit, and then just fed all the Tigers.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Because, I mean, once you catch the body, I think
And then
moving
by
the
the
teeth
time,
is-
because remember her brother was the cop. By the time they investigate and they're looking for human DNA and the shit or whatever, dog, all that stuff's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all, it's some new shit called Text Me When You Get Home. And shit is kind of crazy, man.
It's a show?
Dog. Huh?
He said, that's my life.
What?
What is going on back
Yo,
there?
Chris, you got
Crazy.
Chris
bugging. Primo's
gotta
wild.
relax.
Text me when you get home is about like, you know, kids not making it home, nigga.
Oh no, that's
Wait,
mad
what?
sad.
Wow, my
That's
nigga.
mad
it's-
sad.
Yo, dog, it is like, and they're showing like videos, Ring cameras and shit, like stuff happening, people getting, you know what I'm saying? Did you
Yeah.
see there was a new one actually? A
Kids
niggas on a,
disappearing?
yeah, niggas getting snatched up.
That's
It's mad scary.
Jeez.
It is mad scary, son. Niggas is wide awake. That's why I was up. Nigga, I ain't sleep last night. Nigga, I was
Make
trying
sure.
to slowly introduce this shit to my kids so I can show them, but I don't want to take away their childhood. But I'm like, I need you to niggas to understand this is what's happening in a way where it's like you can still be a kid. But I want you tough, right? What you gonna do when this happens? You feel me? Like when you by yourself and your dog ain't tough like that, you walking your dog and you in a secluded area on those little pathways, those walkways. Niggas just come through and scoop her on a fucking motorcycle and dip. Now they find the like map my walk shit and they can track, but it's too late.
Too late.
Nigga.
Yeah.
He already did what he's doing.
Yeah,
So they get to find you now. They find the body or find the guy,
But so what?
but it's over.
yeah. Damage is
Damn,
done.
man.
Yeah,
I had the
nigga.
conversation with, remember we was talking about, I had the conversation with my kids the other day. I was like, yo, if a nigga pull up, whatever they gonna do, like they gotta do it right there. Don't
Yeah,
go
man.
anywhere.
I believe.
If they're gonna shoot you, yeah, shoot me right here.
At least we can identify you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we
That's
know what happens
crazy.
where. There's nothing positive about to happen anywhere else. It doesn't make any sense. Always fight back. Don't ever comply.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always fight.
I had to show them that the
Unless
footage
it's like
of
somebody's robbing you,
Yeah.
they want the chain, throw it.
Yeah.
Don't let them get close or grab you. They can't. Don't let them get any like contact.
nothing's
on
worth
you.
You gotta see it before it gets close.
Yeah, whatever it is that they want, just throw it and they're like, all right, you on my phone, whatever the shit, but don't comply. Like, and go with them or lay down.
Yeah.
Stay at your ground. Stand there. You know what I mean?
Cause like there was like my kids were talking about taking Ubers, and I was like, yo, you didn't hear what happened to the lady? I'm never letting y'all again. That's crazy.
Yeah, you wildin', bro.
Yeah,
Never.
you bugging.
You wildin'.
And
You,
like
you
when they're grown,
actively get in Ubers.
Yeah, you wildin'.
You are
Yeah.
not. You are
So
not.
It's unsafe. I
There's a-
get it, but it's like my nigga, everything's
you are.
unsafe.
You aren't. You aren't.
so there's not a difference between me getting in an Uber and my tiny daughters getting in an
You're
Uber.
a
I'm saying,
tiny
nigga, you
man.
just got kidnapped last week in the fucking tunnel.
You're a tiny man.
No? Did you
That's
get?
crazy.
So
I didn't get kidnapped.
Nigga kept you in the
driver
tunnel for
took
45 minutes.
the
nigga.
driver took a wrong turn at the same time.
Nigga kept you in the tunnel 45 minutes. Nigga.
So
You on world
That's a
tour.
wrong turn.
Get out this.
Is that a world tour or is your girl tour? What you need? Nigga, you violated
Dog, yeah, man, I'm not letting my kids get an Uber, but
you. Nigga
you got that.
violated you.
But what's your plan? You just gonna drive them around everywhere forever? They can't get on the bus.
Niggas is 18
can't-
too. These is not babies.
Yeah, I'm gonna
kids is
get them a
26.
car so they could drive
Kids is
themselves,
So,
but I'm not letting them
Brez,
get in
what
an
about
Uber.
when they get married in a few months? Like then what? Niggas is grown ass
Piece of
ladies.
shit. No, they not. They
Just
18.
saying. You gotta drive them to their husband house?
taking them on dates and shit.
Like nigga,
Listen.
what, son?
Yeah, man, y'all got it.
All right.
You put money. Y'all got daughters. Y'all put money away for weddings?
Nah, I don't.
no.
You're supposed to pay for
Yeah,
it. Though. That's
yeah,
a fact. You're supposed to
nah.
pay for your daughter's wedding, man. That's crazy.
I haven't
wild.
begun, but I plan on it.
They're
Yeah,
You
progressive.
plan on it?
I
They're
plan on it.
progressive these days. They could get a job and pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get the nigga to pay for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, bum ass nigga. I
mean,
was actually joking with my kid. the
In my
other day.
religion, we give dowry, so yeah, I do plan on putting towards my daughter's weddings.
Yeah,
I was-
man.
I was joking
I'd
with my
prefer
kid
them
the other
not.
day.
So like, nah, that's not.
Prefer them not get married.
Yeah, man.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
This nigga.
And I was
Just,
talking to my kid. I said, yo, he can't be a rapper. He can't be any type of entertainer, but he got to be rich.
Yo,
Because you are lit.
Gonna
Like,
take a
nigga,
while.
You don't have no kids. You got all this shit. Like, you're good at mad stuff.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you are somebody.
no football,
now
no
I'm-
boxing, no MMA.
No any type of entertainment.
Yeah.
Nigga, you got to work in physics.
Yes.
A scientist.
Yeah, some type of science.
Find the nerd nigga.
Own a bunch of
you gotta
laundromats.
be a mathematician.
Yeah, my nigga. And with a lot of time, because you got to help with these children.
and accountant.
And not no nigga that's, oh, yeah, I got to go to Cali to film some shit. Nah.
No creative.
No
Gotta have
accent.
Why-
no
Wait,
creativities.
why you
No
put
podcasters.
it-
Nah, cause that's
Why-
funny shit. Cause that's what breeds.
no.
That's what breeds
But
bullshit.
Pop, why
that's
your
why
left hand
breeds,
went?
cause it breeds bullshit. I want her to have
See,
a
Brad,
nigga that's
you a
home
piece of
every
shit.
day.
Yeah.
But you also
Pop,
are
what was that
getting
gesture?
money. Nah,
To the left.
You see?
Nah. Cause niggas be wildin', my nigga. Niggas be wildin'. I told her, listen, man, fuck all that, nigga. She said, I ain't even worried about no niggas. I said, all right, good.
What?
They say
Not
that
even worried
too,
about good dudes. That's what she said.
Dude.
She can't say niggas. Are you kidding? I'd have popped on her.
No, I.
Oh. She said, I'm not worried about any of
boys,
that.
like-
I'm not worried about it. I ain't trying to date nobody. I was like, word.
Oh, all right. Nobody. I guess.
Nobody. What you want my kid to be a lesbian?
No,
Yeah.
why?
What
That
shit
deep
you into?
I don't want that for her.
Oh, I was about to say,
She don't
what
know
you got going?
That's
No,
crazy.
Pop. Yo, this
I'm just
woman-
saying. Nah, nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck if she married a girl. I wouldn't care. Whoever she married.
To Pop, technically, that's not gay.
At all.
Oh.
And it ain't my business. However, I do want her to be happy
Facts.
Yes.
and be in a successful wedding, marriage. You know what I mean? Successful means not just because it's a girl.
Word.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna happen. I'll have the money aside.
Damn. I ain't ready. I ain't sure.
I ain't ready
I ain't
either.
gonna hold you.
I ain't
I
ready.
would if my daughter decides to get married, I would pay for the wedding.
How?
Putting
nigga?
something towards it. I ain't gonna pay for the whole thing, but I'm putting
Nigga,
something.
right
No,
now.
I think
She said, "Yo, I'm
helping
getting
out
ready."
is
my
reasonable,
daughter
but
is
like
20.
nah.
Yeah.
She's not thinking about marriage right now.
But you don't know that.
20 is
I know this
mad,
for sure.
like,
That's way too early.
Trust me.
it's too early, but it's not that far.
It's
Yeah.
Maybe
not.
5 years.
It
It's
ain't.
mad. It's
I
not
have-
that far.
People get married at
have
25.
more-
It's not. It's
no.
not crazy.
I have
22.
more of a
Yeah, that's
of
still a little early.
of
those
a
days.
chance for my oldest son to be talking about marriage.
Yeah.
He's actually in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
My daughter is like,
Yeah, but you don't gotta pay. Yes, you got the son.
the tricky thing is
Her
like
dad gotta pay, nigga.
culturally, a lot
gotta
of
pay.
people are like, from a cultural standpoint, around 22, 23. That's the point where they're trying to navigate like marriage and getting a relationship and shit like that, depending on the culture. So it's not unreasonable.
I don't think that's a thing like Northeast. I think that's like a Midwest.
Nah, like that's a cultural thing. If you're
That
talking
like
about
get married
Jewish
at like
people
20
or-
something and
Yeah, that don't really happen like that over here. You're right.
Yeah.
It's some country shit.
yeah, that's not happening.
However,
You're
it does
still
happen.
thinking
Niggas
black.
19 get married.
Yeah.
First time you crack something, you gotta marry it.
If you're
That's how it
talking
is over there.
African Americans, like for the most part, we prioritize education, get married first, do this first, do that first. But a lot of other cultures are like, nah, figure out the.
That is
family.
true, especially from the women's side.
Yeah.
Y'all heard about my boy Jordan? Gonna be
Go.
a sportscaster on NBC.
Well,
He's just
special
bored, 'cause he don't need the
correspondent
bread.
is what they're calling him.
Yo, it's gonna be hilarious.
It is, because he don't even talk a lot.
No, it's gonna be, and he can't not
He's
tell the
just
truth.
gonna-
Bored as fuck.
He's just gonna be unimpressed.
Yes.
Yes,
Mad funny.
Niggas is trash.
must see TV.
Niggas is trash. I mean, he's
Like,
alright.
he's just gonna say, "I'm better than them.
Yeah.
They can't beat me."
Everybody's trash.
I hope
Must-see
I'm wrong.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go like everybody thinking.
Yeah,
And he's just special correspondent means he's just gonna pop up every once in a while.
yes.
He's not even
They
there.
said he was gonna be doing the parlay picks.
He'd be amazing at gambling. That'd be a great segment
No,
if
he
he's.
loves gambling.
Yeah.
That's probably the only
He's not
reason he
allowed.
pulling.
He probably
up.
can't
gotta
do
be
that.
black.
No way they
He gotta
gotta
be
do that,
sponsored
man.
by Black and Mild and
Prize
everything.
picks. He's not gonna be up there.
DraftKings or something.
DraftKings. Word.
That's crazy.
He's not gonna be doing underdog fantasy and shit.
Yeah. No, I think he gonna
Should.
probably just break down X's and O's. I don't think he gonna really be talking
I
about.
don't think that nigga knows the plays. Keep it a buck. I
MJ?
think Mike is just that nigga.
I'm gonna be honest.
That nigga
I don't think he know that many plays either.
I don't. believe so.
Wow, he ran the triangle offense.
He
One of the
did,
most
but
He
difficult-
did it.
The-
They just fell in line.
Word up. They
Yeah.
just
I
worked
think he
around
just
him.
played and they fell in line.
That's crazy.
yeah, I think most of the triangle was just get the ball to
To Mike.
to
Get
Mike.
it back to number 2, 3.
Yeah. They just made a triangle wherever he was. He's standing over there. All right, two niggas standing there making a triangle. He's over there, two niggas standing there
That's
making
really
a
what it
triangle.
was. Those two niggas had to play. Mike was just
Mike
out
was
there.
just Mike.
Yeah.
What's crazy?
Might be some truth to that.
Scotty, like hates this nigga.
To
He was
that-
doing a podcast and he was basically like, I've never shared a meal with this man. I'm like, nigga, so
So what?
That's who Diddy should have scooped.
Who?
Scottie Pippen.
No, his wife.
Oh.
Come on now.
about to be like, what?
I mean, that might be on the menu for Puff too.
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't. He didn't have
down
discernment.
Pip.
You know what I mean?
Why would you,
Discernment.
I don't agree with him, but why would you wish that evil on him?
Puff
What
Daddy.
I'm saying, his wife, his ex-
Larsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, everybody was cool.
That's everybody's friend.
She might have been too much for Puff.
Or every time Puff pulled up, she was occupied with whoever she was already with. That's
These
just
niggas
crazy.
lost?
Who lost?
Denver. Denver won is going to game
Oh,
7.
Oh wow. Good for them.
I ain't see that happening.
Shout out to the Knicks, man. I hope they finish this up.
Nah, it's over.
Ah.
It's quiet. Stop.
Oh,
Chill,
but they
chill,
going back
Chill.
home,
What you
right?
mean?
Stop
Yeah,
it.
chill.
Finish it in the garden, man.
Stop it.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Finish
Even
what?
if they lose,
The
don't
Boston
they,
Celtics.
they
The
still.
Celtics are not
Then
being
they gotta go
filled
to
by the
7.
Knicks. Stop it.
Huh?
If the Celtics lose, right, to the Knicks,
Yes.
this is the last time we'll ever see the Knicks in the playoffs anyway. But what I'm saying is, this is our last chance to win, ever.
Why you say that?
It's just how it works, my nigga.
Nah.
It'll
Pop,
take
fuck
another
it.
century for the Knicks to get this far in the playoffs. to the third round, it'll take another century.
They're gonna finish the Celtics.
Centurions right now that are like, I cannot wait.
Centurions.
There's Centurions right now looking at this shit like,
I think the Knicks turned around, man.
It was in 19.
I think they turned around.
My
What
father
if they do?
She used to cost a nickel to get in the garden. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, dog.
Before they put the wood floor down, it was just asphalt.
I still have one of the old seats in my basement.
It was parquet.
You know what I mean? Like, dogs.
Nah,
Man.
the Knicks have turned it
Talk
around.
about before they moved the garden. You know, you used to be on a different street.
The players are young too, Pop. They gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, they moved it.
It's when
Brunson gonna be there.
basketball's made
McKell
out
gonna
of
be there. OG
that
gonna
shit
be
used to
there.
just be a
Cat
building.
gonna be there.
Anobi, I hear you. Cat ain't staying.
Where's he going?
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like that nigga got to go somewhere.
Nah.
He's unimpressive. But either way, listen to what I'm saying. I think Jalen Brunson's a problem, right? However, they doing this shit without Tatum.
Yeah.
When the nigga pull back up, it's quiet.
Tatum ruptured his Achilles. He's done.
He's cooked.
Word.
He's not playing next year.
When that nigga fell, I truly thought that nigga just wanted to go sit down.
You ain't see him
Done.
crying on
I
the
did. I did see. I didn't see him
Wheeled him
crying.
out?
I see him hopping out to get out.
He had surgery yesterday morning.
Oh, word.
For the ruptured
I really
Achilles.
I really thought that shit was some bullshit.
Nah, he's
12
out a
months.
year.
He's not playing until 2027 probably.
Yeah, he's out a year.
They'd have to
And
go-
rest up, Kid Tatum, man. Get
Right?
well.
Yeah, they're
One of
not
my
even,
favorite
like,
players.
either way.
For
They're
real.
in the playoffs.
Either way,
They're
listen.
not gonna let him play.
In game 2
Yeah,
and in game 4,
yeah.
Jalen Brown had braids.
No.
Oh, he been cut.
In game 3, he had that little fucking window tint that Akon got. That's just laid down. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. It's like some shit I used on your shit. And then he got
Same
braids
shit.
again. It depends how he pull up.
Okay.
For game, if he pull up in the garden with them braids again,
Yeah.
it might be
It's
static.
quiet, man.
It
He
might
don't
be
have
static.
braids. It's quiet.
He had braids in 2 and 4.
No, he didn't.
Game 2 and 4 didn't he have braids?
That's crazy.
Nigga
got
switched
the
back and
install.
forth. Yeah, he switched back and forth. Crazy.
You see Future cut his hair too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was Wanda Sykes.
Future ain't got no more locks.
He looks like an old lesbian.
I really thought that was Wanda Sykes. I swear to
He
God.
looks like an old lesbian.
He looks crazy.
What?
Old
Yeah,
lesbian.
man. The music's still elite, man.
I don't
Cut
know
his
about
power off, man. I don't know.
However, but
Just cut his power.
He's cut his power off, yo.
Yo, man,
Reg
if
is
he,
done.
I'd be heartbroken.
If the Knicks win this series, they're going to the finals.
You think they beat the Pacers?
Yes.
Pacers are tough, man.
They are, but they're going to the
Halliburton,
finals.
tough. They tough. I don't know. But they definitely beating the Celtics.
What is
It's
done?
done.
So y'all say, so you saying the Wolves got it or OKC?
That's gonna be a great series.
Well,
Man.
if it is a series, because
Well, yeah, Denver. They
just
gotta.
won.
Yeah, they
Denver
gotta
just
beat
won.
Denver.
It's game 7.
Yeah, they gotta beat Denver.
going to game
That's
7.
gonna be tough.
OKC got it. Stop.
I got.
Think so?
Niggas is beating niggas by 40 fucking points.
Well, not
They
tonight.
beat Ja by 40. We might get together and beat Memphis, but like they have a coach. Nah, we might give them a run. But
nah. I'm dead.
I'll be in
whack.
fight
I'm
for
gonna
life
keep
in
it
the fucking
what?
in the Chump League.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you still.
Yeah, we 2 and 1 though.
Oh, word.
Okay.
Niggas winning?
Yeah, we winning.
String, does Derek play?
Nah, Derek don't play. I'm on the free agent squad. It was just everybody that signed up by themselves.
Last nigga to get picked.
Nah, they just those all on one team.
They let you play though?
It's Mr.
Yeah, I played most of the game.
It's like, I got this.
Wait,
Man, this
there's a
nigga
coach?
here, man.
There's a coach?
Man, this nigga
Nah.
here, man.
So y'all just sub each
Yeah. Yo, it's one of those leagues where after like, yo, we got happy hour specials here and shit like that. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, it's
yeah,
beer
just-
My kind of league.
That's what
Yeah, it's one of
They
those.
go and you go to drink and socialize.
Yeah.
You reach around.
Yo, you see Dallas got the number 1 pick
okay.
too, right?
Yeah, the league is.
Yo,
They did that on purpose.
I think so.
signed the Bad Boy Records.
Yo.
Remember he
Yeah,
was
the
rapping.
reach around. The reach around. I was
where,
trying to
like,
walk
how
Mad
did
rapper.
this?
Yeah, that was
How
just-
did we get there?
Take
The
that.
mad rapper.
That's crazy.
Bad
Trying to keep it
Boy.
They
moving.
just want Cooper to get over there.
It was really
Cooper
by
Flag, yeah.
Eve. Come out and play.
That's the answer to Luca.
That's perfect though.
Yeah, it ain't.
Perfect.
For a
It
short
ain't.
time, they called me B Diddy.
Whoa.
Yo, Baif, like, your imagination must be a wild place, bro.
Scary place.
It is.
Scary
It's a
place.
wonderful place of.
Nah.
marvel.
Scary place.
I told you, my son though, nigga don't get no haircut or no shape up. That shit is the power. As soon as Julius Randle get a shape up, it's
Oh, yeah,
go back
yeah.
to regular. Watch.
He gotta look like a drunk.
Like an old slave. He like Barry
Wino.
Sanders when he take his
Who
fucking
was
helmet
the
off.
nigga that used to always wear the fucking beard? Rashid something.
Rashid Wallace?
Wallace?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Philly.
He never had a cut.
Yeah.
She was mad
Always
funny.
had the peasy beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a problem. That was Draymond before Draymond. But you got SGA beating Ant-Man if it is SGA versus Ant-Man.
I don't know, to be honest.
That's gonna be a great series.
When Anthony Edwards wins, it's a wrap though. He's gonna it's gonna be one of those where he may not win every year, but he's gonna win every other year. He's gonna be there a lot.
He is gonna be there a lot.
Son, he's a finisher too. That nigga pause. He pull up and don't do shit in the first quarter, first half, and then he wows out, ends up with 28, 32.
All in the second half.
Son is ill.
Yeah.
Once he realized I can get to the NBA Finals, it's just gonna become like, all right, we're going to the finals this year.
I wanted to ask you though, can they make him the face of the league with all his off the court issues?
I think they're not gonna have a choice.
Yeah, they don't have a choice, nigga. It can't be.
They're not gonna have a choice.
He don't
SGA ain't
speak.
from here.
He don't talk.
He's not interested. He looks like a velociraptor. Like pause. He just don't have a lot. Like he
No
don't have
personality.
like an edge.
Yeah, he don't have the personality. Like he cool. Like he got
can't
the
close
cool
his
clothes
mouth.
and shit like that. But
Can't close his mouth. He always looks mad funny.
They're gonna make SGA still just like they tried to make Kawhi. He's gonna be like Kawhi.
No.
Nah, he's not
Gonna have to.
And
Kawhi is sweatsuits and this and that. SGA's pulling up in furs and
he
diamonds
gets
and shit
fresh.
like that.
Nah, nobody cares about that though.
They have to though. He's gonna get MVP this year.
Nah. Oh yeah, he is.
He's gonna get
That's a
MVP,
fact.
and he may potentially go to the finals.
Yeah, I don't
think about it. That doesn't matter.
I don't think he's gonna be the face though.
Because Joker was the MVP 3 times. Nobody wants to be Joker.
Yeah, nah, they can't.
He
make
doesn't
him
appeal
the
to
face.
the kids. He don't appeal to the old people. He don't appeal to the bitches. Nothing.
They can't make him the face. No.
Ant-Man is. I'm telling you,
It's gonna
dog.
be
That's the
Anthony
closest
Edwards.
they're gonna get to Mike, nigga.
He plays like the fun position where he
Yeah.
gets to shoot a lot, don't do you know what I mean?
The kids look up to that.
Yeah.
Little nigga,
No,
man.
they love
the
him.
hoes love him. You know what I'm saying? My
Too
son is-
much.
Yeah.
A little too much.
Nah, ain't no too much for the hoes.
Well,
That
he
sounds like
doing
hate.
a little bit too
That
much.
sounds like hate.
What do you mean he's doing too much? I don't
Sounds like
pay
it.
attention at all. So,
Ain't no too much.
He got mad baby moms that he just ain't trying
so
to
that's a
take care of.
crime.
The crime is that he don't want to take care of
That's
the kids.
that's a problem. But he
Right.
just said not. He didn't say he don't want to take care. He said, "Here's a milli. Leave me alone." Go
You're
raise the
talking
kid.
about the what's his name? What's his
Hold
name
on,
again?
$1 million ain't
what's
hold
son's
on.
name again?
But she turned
Now,
it down
is it
apparently,
wrong?
huh?
Yeah, you're supposed to be there and take care of your kid. Be there. However, here's $1 million. Go take care of that kid.
Yo,
That ain't the same as
What's-
a deadbeat. I know a deadbeat
Nah,
he
nigga
not a
that don't
deadbeat.
talk to the kid, nigga.
Nah, he
Don't
not a
say the
What's
kid.
your
Don't
kid?
get
He's an
out.
absentee father.
Yeah.
would be the
Absentee
word.
father. Okay. Is that
He told
cool?
her-
Absolutely not. But he's a young man, and like we just said, we're forgiving our absentees,
Yeah.
right? So nigga,
ain't
it's a
even a
decision.
millionaire.
You
He's
talking
taking care
about the
of his
nigga
kid.
that
He has
paid
a
her?
living kid.
Hold on.
He's a living kid, dog.
Yo, but
I'm
you
not
gotta try to
defending
sell.
that shit at all, nigga.
You gotta
Ain't
try
I'm-
to sell sneakers, Pop. He's not a role model. He's going to have to reel it in.
I'm
We
a,
trying to sell sneakers and Gatorade and shit.
Yeah, but
And you
really,
got all these
that was
hoes
a mis-
following behind
That
you.
was a joint, right?
He paid her the 100 bands.
I thought he gave her $1 million.
no, so there's,
No.
there's
In the
several.
beginning, he paid
was the
her
one
100
that-
bands to get rid of it.
Right.
There was
took
that
that
one.
money.
Then he got knocked up another
Then
one.
he got like 2 or 3 of them
Yeah,
knocked
son
up
got
after a
his,
while.
all he gotta do is throw the rubber on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just needed a condom sponsorship, and then
Or-
he's lit.
You gotta
Do
use
the-
him,
what
though.
you call it?
Gotta
And the
use him.
nigga smart, B, because the nigga said he don't spend a dime from his money from the NBA.
He don't
None
have
of his
to.
checks.
Yeah, he don't have to.
All his money is from
endorsements.
just endorsements.
Mm-hmm.
He said he has $120 million that he got from the NBA, and it's still in his bank account.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Right.
dollar. Nigga, come on, son. With
It's
shit
probably-
like that,
it's probably some
with,
type of
with a
account
mind
where
like
he's
that,
getting interest
it ain't
and
gonna
shit.
take long for the rest of everything to catch up.
I hope.
You feel me? Like that's what I'm
I
saying.
want him to mature.
Yeah, he
yeah.
made some rash decisions with some. I mean, pussy is
And then
excellent
let's
when it don't
and
got
let's
no rubber on.
let's
So I
be
understand that.
honest.
You know I don't.
Right?
You know I don't use
Let-
condoms.
because-
I understand that thought process, but it's like
Who you
now
talking
we have to
to?
I've been
mature
crazy
and you
since
have
high
to
school.
dwindle a little bit, take a little bit of the fun away.
Yes.
Just throw the rubber on, my nigga. It's still the same shit.
Yo,
Yes.
you
And
know what he
then-
needs to do? He needs to get the vasectomy.
Nah.
He's too
Nah,
young.
that's crazy.
He's 22.
Because
23.
What do you mean?
You're
You
acting
guys
like-
can't-
First one, he got mad
You can
kids
t-
already.
What about when he works
Nah,
another one
it's
later?
too young.
You
He's
can
too young.
freeze
He's
it.
too young.
Nah.
He's too
Dog.
young.
Freezing let off is wild. You sound like Diddy, my nigga.
Account-
You want
Yeah.
the ice
For
nipple.
the ice cube. For the nipple.
With the ice cube.
My son want
Yo,
the ice nipple.
It's hot in here.
For the chafed nipples is crazy.
It's hot in here.
The thing is,
responsible, that's all.
if we're doing the whole accountability thing, we got to remember there are women whose they are career, and I don't want to say hoes or whatever, but this is what they do.
Yeah.
So there are women who are actively after payday. I'm not saying the woman that he dated and maybe strung along and then said he wanted to have a kid with her and then dipped out. The woman, I don't know what the circumstance is, but if he from jump is like, yo, I don't want to have a kid, we're just having a good time, and you're actively trying to have a child with this nigga, you're not trying to start a family.
That's a
You're
fact.
looking for a paycheck.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
They're not even hiding away from that. They're not shying away from that. The women are admitting that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is they caught him and he wasn't being smart, right? And now he has to pay the price, and which he's doing.
He
All I'm
paid
saying-
up.
Yeah. So all I'm
That's
saying is-
actually not true though, Reg.
What do you mean?
it's just not fair though
Go ahead,
because
I want you to-
we're holding them accountable, and we should.
Yeah.
You absolutely should, because that's still a life that you're creating that you got to be there for, fam.
Yes.
You can't just give money. All I'm saying is it could be worse. He could be giving nothing. I'm not defending the nigga at all. Listen, man.
I understand.
Listen,
I understand you're
what I'm
not.
saying?
Yeah,
It could be way worse.
It could be worse, dog.
It could be way worse.
It could be Jackie Chan.
He could be there financially, at least. He's saying I could be there
I heard
financially.
that's not true though.
What do you mean? Jackie Chan's not
It's
taking
still
care of his
wrong.
daughter.
It's still dead wrong.
Jackie Chan's rich as shit.
Let's finish
his
this on
daughter's under a
Patreon, my
bridge.
nigga. Let's
What
finish
up?
Sure.
Patreon.
Yeah, I heard that's not true though. That Jackie Chan shit. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. For more content, click over here. And most importantly, sign up for our Patreon. We need the money. Reg, stop lying.
What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought?